No.
Fucking horrible.
Welcome to Alien Theorist Theorizing. I'm Braden.
I'm Zell.
Mr. Conspiracy.
Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
And after a long hiatus.
Andrew.
Yeah,
No.
What?
Oh, I thought you were going to do...
Oh, Jack Unterweger?
He's back.
He's back.
Jack Unterweger.
Jack Unterweger's back. Yeah.
Back. Oh, man.
Fuck is Jack Unterweger?
You blew it. You
don't
missed
know.
out.
Never listen.
You never listen. You don't know anything.
Unarguably the
He's a
best
serial
pod.
killer.
That was one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Were you on the Ron Pond episode?
Of course I was.
Yeah, he is.
Fucking Ron Pond. People love Ron
You've been
Pond.
on, you've been on for all the best ones.
The main T-shirt design right now for the next T-shirt contest is the 72 Olympic maple leaf style, but it says Alien Theorist Theorizing in the maple leaf with a big pond on the back.
That's phenomenal.
Yes.
I need one of those.
Yeah.
That'll be my gym tarp for sure.
Oh, yeah. T-shirts. Couple weeks left. We don't have that many designs, actually.
No, we
so
surprisingly don't have that. I thought
everyone's holding out for the last week.
That's what
the,
happened
the
last time.
final push. Yeah.
yeah. So my favorite one right now is that maple leaf one. I had a different favorite one last time.
I kind of like the one of Mr. Conspiracy, but
Well, that'd be good.
With the drawing, I've thanks to the listeners. Heard you guys made me look like an ass devil.
Yeah.
we
You
all
do that on your own.
we all did.
Show.
A show.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We're kind of doing something a little different this week. We don't really have a set topic, as we weren't really going to do one. We kind of, this day was in limbo. I'm leaving tomorrow. I just kind of came back through town, happened to have the night, and we're like, oh, you know what? Why not? We'll get together and just have a couple beers and have one long after hours.
This is case file 27 after hours.
After hours. No pre-hours, only the after
There's
hours.
only after hours.
But, should we do some? Okay, you know what? While I have this open right now, I'm going to do the new 5-star reviews while I have them up.
Good
before
idea.
we forget.
Good idea.
Because I forgot to do that last time. So bear with me here while I fucking type
5-star
these in.
reviews of.
Our fucking podcast, you fucking mongoloid.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
think when I was going to read Domino's pizza reviews?
Yeah, I don't know. You might have some
I've
funny
never heard that
reviews or
either,
something.
so I don't know.
Well, you guys
I
listen to
don't
the
know.
podcast.
Just listen to the show. You'll know what's going on.
Okay. Box to box 2. Okay. Well theorized thoughts. Respected Canadian geniuses
Well,
theorizing about the truth that so many of us know is out there. 5-star review. Thank you, Box to Box.
I like
box
that.
to box is blowing smoke.
I like that.
Respected.
from who?
Canadian, yes. Geniuses. So 2 for 3. Or 1 for 3? 1 for 3. Other new one. Scuddian.
Scuddian.
You guys rock. Love the podcast. You guys are funny and talk about some interesting topics. Wish I could get in on the conversation sometimes. Keep up the good work. Might have to join Twitter now. LOL. Hashtag look it up.
Your voice for reading these almost ruins them.
Thanks, Skeleton, for that. That's very nice. That should be every time we talk about fucking reptilians from now on. It should be like reptilians, and then we go.
You
No,
have to keep doing that?
I don't.
We're on the new high def studio now, so we're treated. Can you hear me?
You're
drinking
treated
beer?
to slurping your lips in the mic. No. You all right?
No. Okay.
You choked on a little beer?
Much better. Any other news? Oh yeah, t-shirts.
T-shirts. They're flying off the shelves.
Some people have got them. Send us pictures of you in the shirt.
Let's see it.
Oh,
Oh, one second.
Scared the hell out of me.
Oh, we have an intruder. Oh, they're gone. We just had a random come in the studio.
break-in. We have a contest right now that no one has entered. It's called the hashtag. What did we even actually name it? Spot Ron Pond. And
Spot Ron- yeah.
If you're out in the public and you see someone wearing all denim, you snap a shot of them or get a fucking Snapchat video of you videotaping them and going, Mr. Pond. And if they turn around, it's him.
Hey, Ron, is that you?
And run away.
Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah.
We've had a couple people
Claim.
they did it, but they didn't take a picture, so
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
doesn't count.
No evidence.
Nope.
Doesn't count.
You don't win.
Can't. So I got some space news. So there was a Mars landing this Wednesday. European Space Agency probe name Schiaparelli will parachute to to the surface, and
What
it's
was that
gonna
name? Sorry, what? Can you repeat that?
Yeah, one
I
more
didn't
time,
quite
please.
get it.
Yeah, we didn't quite hear.
Schiaparelli. Maybe
Shipperelli?
Schiaparelli. I don't know.
I like Chipperelli.
So there's a spaceship probe.
Yeah, if
on
Dan
Mars.
was here, Dan would probably be like, "Oh, well, this is actually a very clever
Well,
name by NASA because it means
You go back 15,000
probe. Yeah,
years.
something." But I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. They're looking for signs of life and stuff like that, so that'll be cool.
Well, there's-
October,
There's aliens on Mars, so
yeah,
there's lots of life there.
October 16th. Apparently, there were some amazing auroras. So if you were like in Sweden and Scandinavian countries, so we still have yet had anyone send us pictures of auroras. So that'd be a good shirt, kind of like
Aurora?
auroras going across the shirt.
Yeah, we just gave you guys a design. Someone make
Get
it and
some
send it in.
tips. Good tips. There was a supermoon. It's 14% closer and 30% brighter than other moons. So I guess
When
you
was
could
that?
see it.
Sorry.
It was just past weekend.
Yeah.
So you could see it in fucking.
That's why everyone was going batshit crazy on the weekend.
Yeah, it was a super moon. Yeah.
Super week. It's always super moons or Welfare Wednesday.
You got
Oh,
any
yeah.
any,
Deal
any
with the
quick
craziest fucking
paramedic
people.
stories from the full moon?
Oh yeah, any scary ones?
Not really. You know what? It's been more of a downer lately with all the fentanyl bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's getting out of control.
Well, yeah, it's getting stupid now.
I don't know if that is that in the States too. This have like a rampant fentanyl.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. They're apparently
That's
they're
what
getting
Prince
out.
died from, is fentanyl.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
So,
Hmm.
surprised. I still got space news, man. I got a bunch.
Yeah, keep
This
going.
is-
This is unbelievable. I'm in awe.
This is the new space news is actually going to have more space,
Well,
more news.
We
than
had
just-
we had space news, but you had just auroras. So
yeah,
now you're gonna have try and add to it a bit.
yeah. Now I'm gonna from here on out. There's gonna be more news.
So you went 1 year of auroras.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna switch to something different.
yeah. So
Ooh,
Alright.
I got a scary story too. It was actually terrifying.
Okay, hold it.
okay, hold on just a second. The solar system just got bigger. New dwarf planet discovered. It's about 530 kilometers wide. Takes about 1,100 Earth years to complete its orbit around the sun.
Nibiru?
Yeah, I don't know. It's Planet 9. It's a potential planet the size of Neptune. So
That's huge.
it's a big.
That's not really a dwarf planet then. It's fucking giant.
Yeah, well, no, they're saying it's a dwarf planet. So I don't know.
I guess till we find it, till we see it.
Yeah, what else do I got here? No, I said the European one. Yep. Ooh, this is a good one. Outer space expert visiting Edmonton predicts aliens will be found by 2025.
Based on what grounds?
I think he's just taking a shot in the dark.
I'm gonna go 2021.
He says, "Oh, okay," and then he bet everyone a cup of Tim Hortons coffee at the place.
Stupid.
So it's either the next decade, one of two things happens.
So he's going to be
we
out
find-
$50.
We find
Sweet.
ET, or he's out $50 and has
Yeah.
to buy everyone some double doubles. Well, yeah, you know that's fuck. You know, I'm going to go ahead and say, within the next 50 years, we find
Within our lifetime.
that gives me a better chance of being right than him.
Yeah. I'd love to see something.
Oh, that'd be awesome. It doesn't even have to be live. Just like, proof that Mars, fucking, or life existed.
Yeah.
Even if they found a Mars squirrel or something. Just anything.
Yeah,
Some little shit-
phytoplankton or something.
Something.
Something small. Some zygotes.
Some just fly around the moon, take some pictures of the alien bases, and we'll call her a day.
Yeah.
So let's hear the scary story. Okay, into space news.
Yeah, I don't got space news today, so.
Yeah.
No, it was terrifying, man. First time I've run into it in my career, so it's big. We got called for an old guy, unresponsive. Get there, lights are all dim, TV's crackling. Like that fuzzy screen, cable screens.
Oh,
I don't
white
even think
noise?
people don't even have that anymore, but he did. Walking, kind of yell out like, "Hey, BC ambulance," or maybe not BC ambulance. Depends where I work. Put that on the DL.
Oh yeah.
announce that we're in the room, and we hear kind of like a faint response. Walk into the bedroom, and there's kind of like light candles. You know what I mean? That's all you could really see. And there's this old guy sprawled out on his bed. So I'm trying to like, hey, my name's Andrew. What can I do for you? You doing okay? Kind of deal. And he's like, come closer. So I come closer. And I'm like, what's going on? Are you okay? Like, he points over to his desk and he says, you see that there? I'm like, what? He's like, that. And I look over and there's this little canister. I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, I want you to take that. I'm like, okay, what is it? He's like, it's cream. I'm like, okay. He's like, I want you to rub it. I'm like, okay, where do you want me to rub it?
Get out.
Oh yeah, it was fucking horrible. And I'm sitting there like trying to explain
You
to
put
this
the
guy.
lotion on its skin.
Pretty much, this guy was trying to Buffalo Bill me. No joke.
So he was lying on the bed naked?
Oh, buck naked, like spread eagle, sitting there.
Rub
Like-
me.
Oh man,
rub my place.
he's sitting there and he was dead serious. And I'm like, it's not really
don't call the-
my
you
job.
don't call the
description,
ambulance
bud.
for that.
I know. I'm like, you don't really call 911. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know what the last paramedics you were calling did for you, but you're not gonna get that here, bud. And I actually argued with him, like, we don't do that. Sorry, man. Like, no, it's all good. Just quick, like it's fine.
Where did
no,
you want,
man?
Wait, what do you mean rub it? Rub it
You want me to
where?
rub the inside of his thighs with fucking cream?
The inside of his thighs.
Why couldn't
yes.
he do it?
I fucking because he's trying to get his rocks off. I guess. I don't
Was he
know.
rock
Fucking
hard
weird.
while he was
Oh,
saying this?
fuck. I don't know. I wasn't looking. I fucking came up and I pulled the fucking blanket over top of him. I'm like, well, let's cover you up quick. And he's like, no, it's good. It's okay. Fucking rips it back. I'm like, fuck.
Was he doing the old bounce back off his belly button?
Yeah, it was terrifying.
At first, I thought you were going to say something about some type of paranormal or supernatural.
Oh, buddy, that was far more
That's
scary.
fucking even
That was
worse.
scarier than fucking the Ouija board for me. That was
that
fucking,
crazy psycho demon bitch who ran out of the back of your ambulance.
Oh god, no! That
That-
to
that-
the day, that's the worst
That's
thing I've ever
fucking
experienced.
insane.
Well, did we talk about that on this podcast?
Yeah,
Yep.
we did.
Yeah, because that was fucking like I still think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit stayed with me, man. I think that's who was creeping behind me in that Ouija picture.
Oh,
Forgot
fuck.
about that. And then someone was like, "Oh, it's a nut sack." I was like,
Nutsack.
something like that. I was like, "It's a dick." Someone said that.
It was a
on
ghost
Twitter.
dick? Maybe it was this guy.
Hey, maybe it was him.
You got some cream.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Oh, no.
What was his name?
Walter.
Walter. What did Walter sound like?
Give me a second.
What did he sound like when he was asking to rub the cream on?
I almost think he was Irish, to be honest.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure. I reckon I was being called Boyo for a while.
Boyo.
okay, so what's your best impression of Walter giving you instruction to lotion his I'm guessing crackled body.
Well, we could pretend his name's Jack instead of Walter. I don't know how good my Irish is.
Well, let's hear it.
Hey, boyo, why don't you grab that canister over there and give me a little rub?
Spot on, man.
Why don't
That's
you rub
really
it on
good.
the inner thigh there, boyo?
We don't have that many Irish listeners, but
No.
they're going to love that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
so
my god.
I've got a picture of a demon creeping in the background, and I went up to Big White last year.
Oh, that one is fucked up.
So I went up to Big White, and we take a photo of all our group friends, and this face is creeping between Ryan and Garrett. See
Like
it?
Ryan.
Okay, we're going to all pass
The
it.
lizard?
Yeah, the lizard.
It's a
Liz.
demon face.
Is
It
he-
is legit.
What, is this it here? This little circle?
No, see the eye and the face right.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
It's a fucking demon
Do you
face
wanna look
creeping.
at it?
I
Yeah,
forgot about
What were you guys
that.
doing?
we were having a
Oh,
party. We're
man.
just
Can you
having.
send me that? And
This
I'll
is-
post it on the fucking. It is hard to look at.
Okay,
It
this
is.
is,
It is quite the face to see, man.
There's like demon pictures where like, oh, there's a little blur, but there's an actual face in
You
this
can
guy's armpit.
see. You can see the face.
Yeah,
There's-
that's bullshit. That's
and-
something you guys put something there.
No,
Yeah,
man.
that's a
Yeah.
fucking
No,
guy's fucking
We
point.
No,
didn't.
that's-
We didn't. We fought
You know
for
who that
hours
looks like?
trying to figure out who it was.
What the fuck is the bad guy's name from Ghostbusters 2? Vigo the Conqueror.
Vigo.
That's
It
exactly what that
kinda
is.
does.
Jesus.
Oh man, it's super weird.
Is that not weird?
that makes
though?
me feel really
And it's all
uncomfortable.
fucking crackled and stuff.
We were trying to figure out who
Can
it
I
was.
see that again, please?
and
Yeah,
not to mention,
Oh.
you guys all look like a bunch of fucking
Okay,
duds.
you gotta send that to us because when I post this podcast, I'm gonna post that picture because that's
yeah, it's terrifying.
It is quite
It's
the
like-
picture, eh?
But there's no way that could be anything else, though. You know what I mean? Like that's I see an eye, I see a nose.
that's
and I
that's
almost
not
see
just
a little bit of
that's
mouth.
not just like a dark shape or shadow. That's a
So-
legit
That's-
face.
yeah.
And the thing is that he's told me this before, and he swears that all the friends that were there that night are accounted for in the picture. So there's not like an extra person. So it's either
So there's this really good photo bomber.
by someone
Yeah.
who somehow made the creepiest But the skin's even cracked.
No,
over
It's
the
weird.
fuck.
Yeah.
That's,
You can't
that's the
even-
guy.
You can't even make your face look like that.
That's
if you
somebody that
wanted to.
escaped from the fucking cancer ward at the hospital. Like,
Yeah.
That's not a sick human being, or that's not a
Doesn't
healthy
it-
human being. That's
No.
No,
fucked.
it
look
looks
weird?
fucked up.
That makes me
I
feel
totally
real
forgot
uncomfortable.
about that.
Oh,
That's
man.
the weirdest
Weird
photo,
shit.
man. It scares me every time because it's like you look at everyone's faces, and that's a different face.
Fucking
Yeah.
delete that. Like,
That's
get
a
rid of
different.
No,
face.
don't delete
Like,
that. Don't delete
send
that.
Send that to me right away.
Yeah,
send
send
that
it to
text
us.
so we have it. Because that is fucking terrifying, man. Ugh. Can't wait for people to. So when we post this picture, we'll say like, what are your thoughts, Miss Conspiracy? 1, find the demon face. 2, find Mr. Conspiracy in the picture. So
Maybe the
ideal.
demon face is Mr. Conspiracy.
Oh, he's not that good looking.
It's
That's true.
well, I'm the one that took this picture, so I'm not in it.
Oh, see, there you
Oh,
go.
there you
I don't
go.
know. That sounds like some bullshit to me.
Photoshop. I know his skills. He can barely turn on a computer. So
No, yeah, there's no
I don't think
Photoshop
it'd
in
be
there.
shot. Man, that's fucking terrifying. Should I post that right now, Ryan?
Wait until we.
Oh yeah,
Well,
let's
wait till you launch the
Wait-
fucking
wait-
podcast.
Yeah,
Well, that
wait till we
won't be
launch
till next week. It will be for a while.
Well, yeah, and nobody's going to know what the hell it is.
Yeah,
right?
it's just a weird picture of a bunch of friends.
Yeah, we'll be like, fucking new iPhone, fucking bullshit. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's a
That's-
weird picture. I forgot. I can't believe we've never brought that up on
I
here
know.
before.
I totally forgot about it until we started talking about weird faces.
Like, I don't even know what it looks like. A fucking demon.
no,
That's
it's
it.
exactly. I don't
Yeah.
think it could be anything else.
Like I said, we argued and was like, who did that? Like, who was hiding behind it? And everyone was like, man, like no, man, it wasn't
Horrible.
me.
I hate that.
And like we've never had anybody
Fucking hate
confess
it.
to
Heard
it
that.
or
Oh, did you? Did you hear it through your headphones or just in real life?
If you heard a fart,
It's me.
it's Braden.
Sent you.
Yeah, it was a fucked up fart too. That was wet.
Yeah.
It was weird. Stop doing
Good one.
that.
It might not have made it onto the recording, but
Yeah, but well, thanks
It
for
was-
calling me out in front of everyone.
yeah,
anyways.
you're welcome
Yeah,
anytime.
well, fucking stop
I
shitting
didn't
yourself.
hear it. So
Oh, I did. It's pointing in my direction.
Yeah, I always
You're
lean
just doing it
them
on
out.
purpose.
Okay, next thing we got to talk about. We're gonna stop the podcast really quick. We're gonna watch this video of like what was it, a couple of years ago in Canada. We had a terrorist attack at our
He's
parliament.
doing air quotes when
Air
he
qu-
said terrorist, by the way, for those
So-
of you who aren't seeing this.
The guy, this so-called alleged terrorist, went up, shot an unarmed, like honor guard at the war memorial, and then tried to proceed into our parliament to like, supposedly shoot the prime minister and everyone else who could get his hands on. But in the end, some old decrepit motherfucker did some Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he murked him.
Tumbled around the corner and shot him. I guess
It was a
somehow.
security guard, wasn't it?
No, it's
No,
the
he's
fucking
a-
House of Commons like representative. He looks like a.
Oh, yeah.
He does not look like someone who could shoot a gun, let alone dive around a corner and shoot someone in the face. But anyways, there's a lot of weird stuff with the CPR video of the shooting. We're gonna take a little break here.
So who's getting CPR? The guy that.
The guy who
guy
got
got
shot.
shot.
Which one though? Like the
The
guy.
guy, the honor guard.
The
Oh, honor guard.
yeah. So we're gonna get our resident medical correspondent here to take a look, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, we watched the video. Andrew, thoughts?
It looks like bullshit to me, to be honest. It doesn't even really make sense what they're doing, right? Like
It's if you haven't seen the video, search Ottawa shooting CPR fake or fake CPR or CPR hoax or anything like that, and watch the one that says smoking gun fake CPR. Because I have level 1 first aid, like job site first aid, and they teach you 30 pumps in CPR and 2 breaths. Or if you're not comfortable doing the breaths, just pump, like just go pump,
well,
right?
there's a thing like every different province has their own methods, right? And like right now we're test piloting a different type of CPR, right? Where we do continuous CPR the entire time. We don't stop to give breaths.
Right.
Right? We'll have somebody
So just-
that's counting
just moving the blood.
that gives a breath, right? So like right away he's not going fast enough, right? He's not getting near enough depth. If the guy's hands are on the middle of his chest, like it shows in that picture.
Okay, yeah, let's explain what. Okay, right
Yeah.
now there's a group of people around the alleged shooting victim. One guy's, I guess, is an EMT, and he's pumping on the guy's chest, like repeat this nonstop.
Yeah,
And then
but
there's
nonchalantly, like he doesn't even look like he's putting an effort.
No.
To be honest,
because just like if you break a rib, like you're doing it right,
oh, yeah,
right?
you're it's chest soup after you're done.
Yeah, you're
right. You're cracking ribs.
like that's
Um,
last resort. And then there's a girl.
Yeah, to people who say that, if there anyone out there who goes, well, how do you know it's his hands? Like whose hands those are? It's 100% the honor guard's hand because he's in a ceremonial tunic. He wears the white gloves as part of his ceremony.
Not only that, whose fucking hands would just be resting on a guy's chest while he
Yeah,
does
just like
CPR?
here we go.
Like it doesn't make sense. And if the guy's hands, like they say, it's the patient's hands that are in the middle of his chest. Where the fuck's he doing the CPR? You know what I mean? Like, is he
Well,
pressing on his stomach?
it looks like he's
he
not
looks
even
like he's
pushing
pressing
on
on his
him.
fucking throat. Like,
yeah, it doesn't. It's
What's weird is that woman is like continuously giving him breath.
Yeah.
Like she looks like she's making
So-
out with
Yeah,
him.
she's
So realistically, like let's say I'm giving artificial respirations for somebody, it's 1 breath every 5 seconds when I'm doing continuous.
like
right?
if you're pumping that plastic,
Yeah,
like plastic
so-
bottle. Yeah,
That could be potentially what they're doing. I didn't count, right? But it could be 1 breath every 5 seconds, and he's doing continuous compressions. That's something we're test piloting right now. They could very well be doing the same thing, but his rhythm's off.
He's not really doing
He's not
CPR.
going near deep enough.
He's not centering the
And
chest.
I do not understand why the patient's fucking feet are in the air, or on the stairs like that.
yeah. His feet are elevated.
Like sometimes we elevate the feet when our patient's hypotensive,
Which
right?
means?
They have low blood pressure.
Okay.
So he obviously his blood pressure is tanking.
if he's
Okay.
shot, yeah.
All right, so we have I don't know how many paramedics on scene. It's hard to even tell if there is a paramedic on scene because this guy in the jacket's not even fucking. He doesn't have any cresting.
because it's just a straight black coat. Usually you'd have like
High
paramedics.
vis.
Yeah,
You'd have something high vis, okay? So you're in Ottawa, right? You're in the nation's capital, right? You'd have the best of the fucking best. This guy doesn't have a monitor hooked up to him. He doesn't have any fucking IV lines in him. He doesn't have an AED hooked into him. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
They
The
don't-
first thing we do when it's an arrest is we toss a fucking AED. on.
because the AED actually scans right and tells you like what the heartbeat might be or whatever.
Right. Well, a monitor is going to do it more in depth, but the AED is going to see if there's any heart
signal
activity
at all, yeah.
whatsoever. Right. It's a fucking hokey situation. It doesn't make any sense. Are there shit paramedics out there? Fucking rights there are. Right. Could they be doing a bad job? Yes, but this bad of a job, I don't fucking think so.
Shit paramedics in like some northern town, not
This doesn't make
downtown
sense.
at the Parliament
It's
building.
hard to get on
It's probably
Ontario.
it's probably impossible to get on there.
No, I don't fucking.
Okay, and now to paint the picture even farther, there's a whole group of people here. Okay, we're gonna stop it. We're gonna watch the rest of the video here because there's some other weird stuff.
Okay.
We'll come right
Oh,
back.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
And we're
There-
back.
We're not gonna spend all the time watching all the videos, but there's more stuff about that video which I don't know. There's some guys in like weird running shoes and like hoodies, and if you zoom in, it shows like Canadian Special Forces tag on the back of their hoodie, which like there could be special forces around the Parliament building, but why in like the guy's wearing like neon running shoes and a hoodie? He's
Yeah.
not in like military gear or like.
And they just like,
It's
and
like-
they do this weird hangout around while the paramedics start working, and the paramedics come in with the high vis, and they're kind of doing, they keep the legs up, and it's weird.
There is a potential. Like I don't know how long it took the paramedics to get on scene, but they could get there and be like, "Fucking, like this guy's. There's no getting him back, right?" So that could be why
Hey,
they let the bystander CPR go for a bit. But I don't know. I it doesn't make sense to me. But here's my question to you guys: is why? Like, why? Go to all this work to fucking pretend to do CPR? Like, who the fuck was this guy?
Okay.
Like, where do they benefit?
Well, the
that this
conspiracy
guy-
goes that they had these bills. I don't know what the bills actually were. They were.
The
It was
C-51 or whatever.
no. It was like Bill C-18, 31, and 44, and 51 came later after that.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have been passed. They were like kind of like counterterrorism laws from CSIS.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And
that.
they probably wouldn't have been passed without some type of this type of event setting off Parliament. Be like, okay, we should probably give CSIS just a little more power to blah blah blah. So that's where the conspiracy stems from. And I know we've talked about it on the podcast before. And like we're like, oh, we had one terrorist attack. It was like we talked about this one, and then if you watch the video farther, this guy gets all the way through the Parliament buildings with all the security guards and all these guys, and the guy who shoots him is like the he's the representative of the House of Commons or whatever. He's wearing like a judge uniform, pretty much with like a white collar.
What's
and
he's
old?
packing?
Exactly. I don't know. I didn't really too far into it, but does he have a gun? Did he grab it from security guard and he just supposedly jumped around a corner, dove backwards, and shot the guy dead?
Fuck yeah.
Like
Pretty badass,
sweet,
His moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like
I can see it happen, old fucker.
the guy's crawling. The guy's
How
crawling.
was your day, babe? It was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. Combat role. Like,
And then the conspiracy goes farther because the Canadian Parliament is closely tied to British royalty. So this guy's got close ties with royalty. And if you're, I hate the royal family.
Yeah,
I
fuck
hate,
me
fuck
too.
those people. And I bet you because they're probably in cahoots. They're like, well, let's give him a little bit of credit. Like he'll get the kill. Blah blah blah. That's the conspiracy behind it. Like
Why is there still a royal family? Like I don't fucking get it.
Okay, let's give it.
Like how much did those fucking cunts
They don't-
cost our fucking province by just coming here for a visit?
Oh, lots.
Like
Yeah,
get
it was
fucking real.
lots.
Who
Lots.
cares?
Well, stupid.
If you-
I'm fucking making $10 an hour trying to save people's lives while these fucking dinks can come here and
It would have been one thing if royalty like evolved from like, okay, you're a royal family just being rich and famous just because to like, okay, now you're not that, but now you're doing with all that money you have, you're doing like something good. They don't fuck. They just travel around the world. They don't do fuck all.
So
They
they
pick up-
live a pretty lavish lifestyle to me.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Look, just can't
wait to be
king.
you know that
That's what we should have sang when they came.
you know Lion King's ruined after you realize that what's his name?
Timon and
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa.
Timon and Pumbaa were watching Simba and Nala have
sex.
sex in the jungle.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Do you
Have
remember
you
when,
seen singing
when
that
they're
song?
like, "It's a wonderful day" or whatever, and they're like watching them?
Yeah.
They were just banging. The lions are banging, and this Timon and Pumbaa are just watching them have sex.
Haven't you seen Animal Planet, man? I watch
Commentating,
that shit all the time.
play-by-play commentary.
Guys getting up in it.
Anyways,
That's their little buddy, man. They're probably like, yeah.
hashtag look
Get
up
it.
Yeah.
fake
Get it.
parliament shooting. Some weird stuff there that possibly could have passed some bills that may not have been passed in the end. So.
That's a fucked situation.
And you know what? After all, there's like false flags everywhere. So, I mean, Canada's super low key about it. Like one guy trying to like pull it off on us. I don't know.
Well, maybe you know what I
maybe,
mean.
maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was legit. But the way the guy died in the end and how the story was, they knew who did it instantly, where he came from, who he's connected with. It's the same as like Boston bombing and
Brown?
9/11.
Was he brown?
Yep.
Fuck's sakes. Son of a bitch.
Not wasn't helping your cause.
No, fuck, none of them do. Fucking pricks. Every time I see it in the news, I'm just like, please be a white guy. Please
It's
be a
not
white
though,
guy.
right?
It's never a fucking.
They're
white
pushing.
guy.
They're pushing that war in the Middle East to the
Oh,
end.
God, I'm sick of it. Ridiculous.
And now you got World War III starting. They keep trying to tell us. Oh my God.
Didn't Russia just tell like their population to brace for nuclear activity and shit
Honestly,
like that?
I think it's all a propaganda front on both sides. But
You think so?
well, yeah, it's like, but from what I've read, I'm not on board like the Russian side. I'm just saying like Russia keeps saying to the UN like, who's funding ISIS? Who's doing all this stuff? Like, where do they get their weapons?
Russia is.
What?
Russia is.
Well, they probably all are, but he's saying the West is, and the West is saying Russia is.
Yeah.
Someone's fucking funding them. They're not just getting these NATO weapons out of nowhere.
Ooh, that should be. Have you talked about ISIS yet? Have you had an ISIS podcast?
No.
No.
Sign me up. Let me know when you want to do it.
And then there's this.
Well, you know some stuff about ISIS that we should know now.
Well, what's
You
going
know,
on,
I'm
bud?
saving it. If we were doing an ISIS podcast, I'm coming here and I'm fucking blowing
Just
the doors
terrorist
off.
militant group.
Well, maybe I'll call some fucking cousins. I'll call my cousin Mahmoud. Hey, Mahmoud. Yalla Habibi. Talahaun.
Do you have a cousin named Mahmoud?
Fuck, of course.
Can we have a theme song when he comes on and it's doodle-dook-dook-doodle-dook-dook-dook-dook-dook-dook-dook?
The Tunak Tunak Tan?
Yeah.
That's by Daller Mendel. Pretty sure that guy's my cousin too. Great fucking tune.
Anyways, yeah, the war in the Middle East is staged. Not staged. It's like done on purpose. It's done to destabilize the Middle East. It's done for money. It's done for oil profit. It's like everyone kind of knows. Everyone kind of knows it's bullshit. Yet it just keeps rolling on. Just one country after the next, knocking them off, installing the central bank, taking the oil, and then on to the next one.
Oh, it's fucking crazy.
Sad, man.
It's mind-boggling.
Oh, they drink everyone.
We have to drink now. Someone said that we say mind-boggling amount of times. So.
Mind-boggling?
Mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling.
It's a drinking.
Mind-boggling,
It's a
did you
fuck-
say?
Yeah, it's a fucking Rickyism.
It's when you get your mind trapped in a bottle.
It's mind-boggling.
Okay, so I got some other. This is recent. This happened yesterday. British UFO expert Max Spears found dead in Poland days before he was supposed to give a talk about conspiracy theories. He's a big UFO expert.
How did he die?
Well, I guess. So it's
Weird as
believed-
fuck.
It is. Did you read it? About
Yeah,
it?
I did read about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Give me some details.
So he was found dead on a couch, and he had turned black, and there was black, what appeared to be black vomit, inside the hotel room.
He didn't turn black. He just
Well,
puked up black vomit. I thought.
I read one that said his face had turned black.
Oh, maybe. But anyways,
Well, there's a couple things we can talk about in that way.
And then he had called someone.
I think it was his mom.
I think he called his mom and said,
Yeah,
"Anything
he's-
happens to me,
Investigate.
investigate."
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything happens to
He
me,
ga-
investigate.
he gave the warning. Yeah.
And then his girlfriend said that she got a call, and he was terrified, and he wanted to leave, and he was trying to get away from these people, and they were doing satanic rituals to deprogram him. And they had given something, and he thought he was in a coma for 2 days, and then the phone went dead, and they couldn't get a hold of him, and obviously he turned up dead. These people, this is what the girlfriend's saying, or the mother. These people that Max appeared to be involved with were very dark and dangerous. I was afraid he was gaining popularity and fame, that perhaps someone would want him out of the way, i.e. not alive any longer. I believe someone killed him. And then just days before he sent the text to his mom. Just days before his death.
That was the investigate part.
No, yeah. Your boy's in trouble. If anything happens to me, investigate. He had physical injuries. He could have been slowly poisoned.
Well, what's his physical injuries?
It doesn't state, but it says right now they believe that he was sacrificed by Satanists.
Yikes.
Well, like no,
That's
the official story was he died by natural causes, but there was no post-mortem done. So how do they really know?
I'll tell you right now. Okay, so they come in, they say his face is black. Well, happens when you die. It's called lividity, blood pooling. That's normal. He
Boom.
could have died from. He could have been cyanotic. Your face turns blue, and black vomit. Right, that's you. Basically, it's called malignant. It's called shit. You're basically have a GI bleed, and you're vomiting up fucking.
Yeah,
blood
but
and
how does that
shit
start?
by having a GI bleed?
How do you get a GI bleed?
Just, like,
What's
is it
is
common?
You
or-
could, there's a million different ways to have a GI bleed.
So it could have just
Right?
been.
It could have just been.
It could have been poisoning. Could very well have been poisoning.
Now,
but
is there anything?
does this guy have a drug history?
just the fact that
pretty
he
paranoid.
gave the warning, like
Yeah,
if I
he's-
die,
He fucking locked
That's a
himself
little
up in his house, did a bunch of fucking coke.
and they got a gastral bleed.
Fucking
and
right.
there you go.
Seen it before.
He's a young guy though, pretty young
How
guy.
old? How young?
I don't know. He looks like he's like 30.
Looks like
He was
he's
good
young.
friends with Orlando
Is he fat?
Bloom.
No, he's like an average guy.
Is he fat?
Yeah,
Nope.
that's what he looked
No.
like.
No, average guy.
Average
Drinking
guy,
problem.
Average guy doing an average job. And he ended
Hey,
up dead.
could be a million things, but the fact that he said that he gave a warning,
Yeah, that's a little strange.
or maybe that hey, it could have been, I guess, like that's his way out. Like gave the
it's
warning.
weird.
I don't know.
But obviously,
knows?
this just happened. So, I mean, we'll keep on this one as it more. But yeah, he was planning to speak at a conspiracy theory convention, and he turns up dead right before of mysterious causes.
I don't know. That's some.
After he kind of sounded off to his mom that if he died, you need to investigate.
It's weird
So
that he'd
that's
tip
weird.
people off. Like if you're gonna kill yourself, you don't think that you'd make.
Yeah, you don't just tip yourself off. And then it's
Right.
weird because he said make sure that
You
to
get it.
investigate. And now they're like, oh, natural causes, we don't need to do an autopsy.
That's the easiest way to do it, man. Honestly, if it looks like it's natural causes, just put a fucking big stamp on it. Yeah, done.
Done.
See ya.
We're not
Bye.
wasting any time. So that's
tying up any more resources.
yeah, that to me is strange. Because if you think that right there, if someone says like,
What does
if-
this guy do again? He's an alien guy or something.
He's a
Yeah.
UFO expert. So
Why
he's
the
into
fuck are they worried
conspiracy
about knocking
theories.
this guy off? Like, go talk all the shit you want about aliens. No one's
He
gonna
might
fucking
have.
believe you.
He
he's
might
onto
have been.
something.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
he's
might have
onto
been onto
something.
something big, man.
Well,
I don't know.
next thing you know, they're coming for all you fucking pricks.
Well,
Hey, if we go off the air, you know where we went.
yeah. Someone asked that.
Your boy's in trouble.
Yeah, somebody asked us, "Are you guys worried the MIB is going to come for you?" I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
if,
What if
not
Emma's
really,
might
but
Well, they
Sit
used
with
to be
us.
hacking into us back at the old
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah,
Remember
they were
that
shutting
shit?
us-
But
shutting
now
us
we're
down
high,
there.
now
we're high tech. I got filters. I got fucking proxy
Yeah.
servers in here. I'm all.
we're fucking
good.
untouchable here now.
Someone keeps actually trying to hack the website for some reason.
Seriously?
Really?
Well, not really hack. They just try and get in.
From
and
that
then,
same place in France all the time?
well, they use like a proxy, so they're from all over.
don't you hack
But it's
those
probably the
fuckers?
same guy. Just I'm like, hey, if you're listening to this and you're trying to hack the show, you're gonna get in there. You're not gonna find anything
Yeah.
good, and then just gonna annoy us.
Stop being a cunt.
No. Why are you trying to
Yeah.
hack our show?
Oh, speaking
go hack Apple
Trying
or
to get
some big
nudes of
company.
Zelly is what he's trying to do.
speaking of cunts.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, we ran
I ran
into
into the biggest cunt in my life today.
yeah.
What do you
And
mean?
I did not.
What do you
take
mean
it
by that?
Well, at all.
No, we'll
Do you want to? You're good at telling stories.
well,
Or
I'll
you
lay
want me
the
to
I'll
tell?
lay the groundwork. So we went to the mall. We're
Fun.
in said
As in
mall,
me and Braden, Andrew and Braden.
and we were walking around. We just passed Cinnabon.
Do you get a sample?
I love
No,
that
it
place.
smelled really gross actually.
Yeah, it was not.
I
I like
just
it.
bought a new hat, so I was happy.
Canucks?
And new Canucks hat.
Beauty.
You see it there?
It's fucking.
Yeah,
It's,
good.
it's,
It is
sharp.
nice. Yeah, I
And
like
then
it.
so we were walking towards Sport Check. We were about to leave the mall. We've had enough. And I kind of started to zone out, as I do, walking through the mall. So I didn't even know this. I knew something happened because not only Andrew got upset, but a whole bunch of people around. There was probably like a crowd of like
flipped
10
my
people
lid.
looked and were like really offended. So these two girls, I'll let Andrew pick it up right here. Two girls were walking towards us.
Yeah, and there's this guy kind of that just zoomed by us on his little scooter thing. And you know what I mean? He obviously had a little bit of deformity going on, and you know what I mean? A little bit of
Some-
looked like he might have
some
been had
problems.
Down syndrome or something like that. And these two little 12-year-old twats were walking by. That chick had her phone up, and she's recording, and she walks right up to the guy's face, like right in his face, and goes, as he's fucking scooting by.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was
Holy
fucked.
fuck!
Fucking-
And I'm a pretty normal guy. I couldn't even keep it in. I fucking flipped out.
Yeah.
They're good.
I chased
They do.
after. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, oh man,
I wonder if I could throw in that bitch's
I
phone,
fucking
man.
oh, but I almost slapped her.
I would've.
Seriously, I was fucking livid.
Fucking
There's like a whole
tombstone
bunch of
that
people
bitch.
there like,
Oh,
are
but
you
I was
fucking kidding
I was
me?
cussing her out in front of like 40 people in the middle of the mall.
Good.
Just this 12-year-old girl.
This fucking little
Yeah.
broad. Oh, I was so mad, dude.
She was a little fucking hood rat.
She's
too.
lucky I didn't fucking Jersey her, man.
You
I wanted to
tell.
so bad.
Jersey haired
Yeah.
Oh, fucking right.
Feed her a
Tuck her
couple
in.
uppy.
That was awesome.
Oh man,
That's
Yeah, I
pretty. That's
couldn't
pretty
believe
brutal,
that.
though.
I bet you I could have won too. So I should.
So if you're out there and if you're walking up to people and doing that and you're listening to this podcast,
No respect.
Go
for
fuck
you.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
straight
fuck
up.
yourself big time.
Life works in mysterious ways. Karma's a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna get something in
You're gonna
return.
get a fucking box shot.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Sergeant Sucky's gonna catch you in a dark alley or something.
Oh, what a
Sergeant
superhero
Sucky.
name, Sergeant
Sergeant
Sucky.
Sucky.
Oh man, just sucking all drunk people outside bars who
Fuck
were
yeah.
acting a fool. Yeah, so that was our day. That was something else.
That sucks. Yeah.
Okay, so what else do we got? What else, any good stories? Any good theories you want to talk about?
You ever heard of the Baltic Sea anomaly?
No. What is it? Explain.
The Baltic Sea anomaly was something found in.
Fucking Christ,
Sorry.
man.
You know what you did
Yeah,
there.
I know.
You leaned back, you aimed at the mic, and then you let it fly.
Yeah.
You didn't even try and just give it a little baffle on the side. You went direct in. Now you're moving the mic. I can hear it. Oh, sorry everyone at home. Braden's at it again.
Yeah. I like to get comfortable in this.
What are you doing? Fuck.
Okay,
All right.
so-
The Baltic Sea anomaly
Good. What is your problem?
There we go.
is something that this team, Ocean X team, found in 2011. It was 91 meters underwater. Everyone is just fucking shitting in the mics, puking in the mics. I kind of trying to talk
Have to
about
change our
every
kinch after
type
that
of
one.
trying to
Totally
talk about
fluid.
the Baltic Sea anomaly. You guys are just fucking with me.
Okay.
That was a Baltic Sea anomaly.
Anyways.
Ocean X found something.
Ocean X team found a object on the bottom of the ocean of the Baltic Sea that kind of looks like the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, that's
cool.
fucking cool.
They say it's just a rock formation is the official story, but if you look at it, it's shaped like a disc. It's shaped like a disc, and it has well-formed. It looks like well-formed crevices and corners and right angles.
It looks
And-
like it's been carved.
and it looks like it has steps going down into it, and it's fucking big. It's 60 meters long.
Wow, that's fucking.
And it's just another unsolved mystery on the bottom of the ocean there, because they just say, oh, it's just a rock formation. It's natural formation. That's what they say. But it's been 5 years, and they don't really have any real. There's-
Yeah, and they don't want to go. They won't go and look at it, or
No. It's measuring 61 meters wide, 8 meters tall, and it's been suspected of being everything from a giant sea mushroom to a sunken Russian ship to an alien spaceship.
a sea mushroom.
I don't need a
The
giant.
fuck is a sea mushroom?
I don't
I
know.
didn't know mushrooms.
I'm
grew.
just as excited about that.
Someone showed me a 60 meters fucking sea mushroom.
Have we released the one where the guy talked about the fucking flying potato?
Fine potato.
Or is that?
Oh, After Hours.
Was that-
well,
so
if,
that's
if
not
you're
one
listening
yet?
to this one,
That
you've
one
probably
will be
heard
out?
that one now.
Oh fuck! This guy called in. I can't remember the story he told us, but he was just like, "Oh, it was a potato-shaped object in the sky." We kind of like potato, and then he was like, "And it was kind of a potato shape, kind of a potato color. Like, is it a fucking potato?"
Flying potato.
Somebody just throw a potato.
Yeah, someone just threw a fucking
and
potato.
by this time in the After Hours, I had a couple of beers.
Yeah, so
and
we were
then
howling at this guy telling his potato story.
That is funny.
I feel bad for him because we were kind of
hey,
Good dicks.
You guys being
no,
dicks.
we
oh,
weren't
we,
being dicks.
we're pretty nice.
We
We're-
listened to the whole potato story.
Well, you got to be careful around Zelly when you talk about potatoes. Remember that shit?
I forgot about that.
Ah, mate.
Oh, can we tell that story?
That's my favorite Zelly story ever.
I don't really remember that story.
I don't know if I know it.
do. I remember being on the main floor of Sapphire or
We,
Gotcha's
we
or
went.
whatever.
We went to a
Oh,
nightclub. Went to a
I
nightclub
remember this
here.
story.
We must have been like what 20,
Oh,
21?
we're fucking babies.
prime club time,
Do you call them potato heads?
and it was
Yeah.
like I don't know. It was like the end of the night or something, and some guy started a fight with me.
Well, here, take it from my point of view
Okay,
first.
okay.
I'm sitting having a beer with fucking Braden. Were you there,
I
Scotty?
don't think so.
It was me and Braden were having beers, and I kind of look up to the big staircase, and I see fucking Zell just hightailing it down the fucking stairs. He comes and he grabs us. We gotta go. I'm like, why? What's going on, man? He says, no, we just gotta go. Okay, well, fuck. Let's finish drinking. What's wrong? He's like, some guy up there called me Potato Head, so I punched him out.
Yeah, I think it was more. There was more to the story than just potato head.
us. And that's all we needed to hear.
Well, I had to,
Hey, you fucking potato head.
I had to get the story out real quick. So potato head was the last thing he said.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
I don't know what happened to him after that.
Yeah, as
I've
soon
never
as-
really done that to someone before.
It's the
so
last
it
time
felt
you
good.
called anyone
Now
Potato
you
Head.
didn't mention it last week. As soon as he was like potato-shaped object, he was like, "Where's this going? What do you mean?"
Hey Zach, I'm looking at you. You're from what do we say? Illinois, Chicago, or something?
Yeah, you got a potato head.
We're coming for you. That had nothing to do with alien theorists theorizing.
that's just
So
a
thanks
funny
for bringing
story.
out my past.
Oh, but it's all ties into now. There's a potato-shaped object. That's probably that guy. What you sent him flying?
So I got something cool close to home here.
Okay.
Lake in Nelson
I didn't finish the Baltic Sea anomaly.
has that at the bottom of it.
Oh, what?
It's a drone picture
Let me see.
over the lake, and it's got a weird formation at the bottom of
They
it.
got to do that. Like, there's no way.
What do you mean they got to do that?
Fucking, I bet people do that
You think if people are diving down
Yeah,
there?
fucking right.
because that's not that deep.
I've seen that picture before, and because the Arrow Lakes, like Nelson, is controlled by a dam, and that actually is visible on land at certain points of the year.
Oh, cool.
Oh, really?
But it still may be like an ancient like Aboriginal site or something. But like at certain times in the year, the water like will
Oh,
flood
but
it.
if it
and
was-
you can't see it unless you're from the sky. But in sometimes of the year, that becomes land too.
Oh, cool.
But it's still like it's like a fucking like one of those ancient structures from like South Africa, like those weird circle structures with lines connecting them. Kind of looks like a circuit board from the sky, but it's giant, made out of rocks.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
It's weird.
Well, look that up. Nelson, BC, UFO
Fucking
glyphs or something
Crazy,
like that, and you'll
crazy
find
lake.
it.
Just type in crazy lake.
Crazy lakes. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't finish the Baltic
I'm
Sea
gonna
anomaly
type in
because you
crazy
got to
lakes.
tell my story about
You mean the
punching someone
mushroom?
out.
The big mushroom?
The big mushroom, the big
Big sea mushroom?
sea mushroom.
Sea shroom.
But I guess that this metal that it's made out of, or rock it's made of, will turn off certain electronic devices if you get too close. So there's like some weird, kind of like crop circles, some weird like frequency interference when you get too close.
That's fucking weird.
That's coming from straight from Captain Lindbergh, who said he was the one that found the craft. So there's some weird stuff with that. It's at the
Captain
bottom.
Lindbergh found it?
Captain Lindbergh.
Lucky fucking Ron Pond didn't find it.
Oh, yeah.
He would have swam down there himself.
Ron Pond probably told him where it was.
He would have investigated that shit him damn self.
Anyway, so yeah, look the Baltic Sea anomaly. It doesn't look natural. It's
What do you
weird.
fucking mean it's at the bottom of the sea? Let's go get it, eh? I'm fucking on it. And then he dives in from
No
shore.
fucking problem, buddy.
Fucking
Yeah,
barrel
One
chested.
breath. One
Yeah.
goddamn breath.
No mask, no regulator.
No, fuck no.
Just, I bet does he cut his jeans or he just goes in jeans, no shirt in the
Jeans,
sea?
yeah, you just jeans, no shirt for
Buddy,
sure.
Ron Paul would never be caught dead in some big
Shoes on too.
Yeah.
Shoes on.
I bet he takes them off because I bet he's got like some web toes or something that help him a little bit. Just a little bit. Like it's not freakish. Like it's not like a...
It's a
but
little
just
Michael
enough.
Phelps kind of style. Just like
yeah, it's just enough of a web toe to get
Oh,
him
buddy,
on
he
the
just
edge.
fuck Michael Phelps isn't even in his fucking
Yeah.
league.
Oh, of course not. But
Not even in his league.
he's got some weird feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking right.
So which one of these Ron Ponds are you talking about?
Do you not know who Ron Pond is?
No.
He doesn't
Oh,
know.
Jesus.
He's a fucking Canadian hero.
Fucking dud.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Ron
Ron Pond.
Pond.
Oh no, it's Donald Trump.
Oh, gross.
Fuck
Don't
you,
ever.
Trump.
Cunt.
Fuck.
We had a good beak fest at the American election last time, so we'll save
Yeah.
that one.
Oh. Yeah. Let's wait to see this pans out before we touch on it again.
I'm so
'cause
sick of this.
There's some fucking just insane stuff going on with that.
The
one.
guy's a fucking cartoon character. Like, let's
The
be
whole
honest.
the whole thing's a joke.
It's all-
Everyone knows it's a joke.
You know what? I hope he fucking gets elected. Because
I
then if he
almost
gets
kinda-
elected, they're going to be like, okay, we got to fucking do something differently now. Like, this is ridiculous.
Man, he's been a public figure for fucking ever. I don't like the guy. I don't think he is good in any way. I'm not condoning him, whatever. But he's been a villain in fucking pop
Forever.
culture forever. He's always been vilified.
He's
And-
playing the villain right now again.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, a fucking month before the election, all these women are like, "Oh, he raped me. He touched me." I was like, "Why now? How does this?"
Listen.
This only detriments him. Like they could have done this anytime. He has
Obviously, they're
money.
doing it to fuck him over because they know if they would have came forth, they could have got some bank.
Well, he had a bunch of guys that were on the flight with him who were like, no, the woman that is accusing him, she went up to him and was being super flirty and like he was telling her to like leave him alone. And now, he
Well,
raped her. Like,
I don't know
I
how
don't
much
know.
I could believe either side because I'd have my boys back no matter what.
well, I know what
I'd
you
be like,
mean,
"Ah, I didn't
but
see nothing.
Fucking.
The whole thing's
So.
the whole thing.
All I know is
the
if
whole thing's a
fucking-
sham.
If Lex Luthor becomes president of the United States, we all better fucking be careful. This is gonna be ridiculous.
Superman never made any money.
Saving the world from Solomon Grundy. Well, it's Solomon Grundy.
I
Keep
can
going.
remember.
Keep going.
Do you know it's Solomon Grundy? Born on
No.
a Monday? No.
No.
It's a fucking DC character. Jesus. Oh, your embarrassment. Worst comic book geek ever.
Fuck DC.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about comic books, so,
So-
I can say whatever I want.
Coming from the guy wearing a fucking Avengers tarp.
Yeah, it's a Marvel shirt though.
Still.
Hey, Marvel.
These,
Marvel.
these are all the comic book characters that I know on one shirt.
Hey,
Who's
two
the guy
guys
on the
who
left
aren't-
there?
Which one?
Oh, you're right. The middle one, the black guy.
That guy?
Is it the Flash?
Did you do that as a joke or are you being serious?
I don't actually don't know who that
That's
is.
First of all, the Flash is part of DC.
that's
Dink.
the dude with the.
That was great.
I got
Fuck
the-
DC. I hate DC. I'm wearing a Marvel shirt with all the characters I know.
Who do I
Who's
got?
that? The Flash.
I don't know that guy, and I don't know.
Stand up. I can't see.
I don't know who that guy is.
That's the only guy I don't know. Actually, who is that?
It's Falcon.
Is it the?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. That's Falcon from like the '80s though, or something.
Yeah.
This is a retro shirt, so I don't.
Who else
I
is
don't.
on there? Let's have a look.
You got Daredevil, Thor,
That's an easy one.
Come on, Zell. You got,
got
this.
this.
You got this.
Hawkeye,
Yeah. Clint Barton himself.
Spider-Man. You got the Hulk, Iron Man, and you got the Captain.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Captain Insano.
Hey, you got a shirt on too. Anyways,
Yeah, man.
I'm a big fan of the Marvel universe, but I don't
know
read
who
comic
that
books. I play
Sue Storm, it
too
looks
many
like,
video
yeah.
games.
You point to him, I'll name him.
I say that's
Oh,
Sue
that
Storm.
might be a 4. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sue Storm for sure,
Okay.
without a doubt.
There's two of the Alien
I see
theorists
it.
are absolute comic book nerds. Well, actually
Well,
three because Dan too.
Yeah, Dan's more of a nerd than me.
Is he more of a nerd than me?
No,
You guys are probably close.
you're close. I bet Dan could give you runs for money.
Runs for money?
Runs
Runs
for
for
money.
Runs for money. Dan runs for money.
Dan fucking knows insane amounts of just everything. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't
He
want stuff to him.
boggles my mind.
He knows a lot of conspiracy stuff, and then he knows a lot of just stuff that you don't really need to know, but he knows it anyway.
Yeah, he's just well prepared. Anyways, what else we got? What else we want to talk about?
I got one, but
Aliens.
I don't know if I want to, like, I can read it out and we can discuss it if
Yeah,
you
let's
want,
do it.
but it's quite a bit to read. And I can't read good.
Well,
Well, bear with you.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll wait. I'm gonna get another beer
Well,
first.
has anybody heard of the Erdington murders?
ooh, I love murders.
Ardington?
Erdington?
Erdington?
Erdington murders.
Okay, no, I'm excited.
Okay, ready?
Hold on, before you start, can I give?
Jesus,
can I give
Brayden.
I don't shout out other podcasts very much, and the two podcasts I want to shout out probably don't need our help at all. But I'm so addicted to them. Sword and Scale and True Crime Garage. I fucking love those podcasts.
I haven't listened to either.
They're good. Listen to them. Okay,
There you go.
Because this is they're about murders and shit.
Okay.
Excuse my fucking reading here. I'm at like grade 5 level here, boys. So
Yeah, that's-
bear with me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right. On May 27th, 1817, the body of murder victim 20-year-old Mary Ashford was found in a flooded sandpit in Erdington, a village lying 5 minutes outside of Birmingham, England. Jesus. Gotta fucking shouldn't have all that peanut butter before this, eh? Exactly 157 years afterwards, to the very day and hour of the Ashford murder, history repeated itself in the most brutal and chilling way when 20-year-old Barbara Forrest was strangled and left in a long grass near to the children's home in Erdington, where she was employed as a nurse. This may seem nothing more than a coincidence, but more intriguing similarities and parallels between the two murders came to light when the police were investigating the Barbara Forrest murder. As police archivist officer read through the Ashford murder of 1817, he shook his head in disbelief.
That's some good. Yeah.
I don't understand what this word means. Is Whit Monday had been on 26th of May, both in 1817 and 1975, the year of the Barbara Forrest murder. So same day, May 26th in 1887 and 1975. Like Ashford, Barbara Forrest had been raped before being murdered, and both victims were found within 300 yards of one another. Ashford and Forrest shared the same birth date, and the coincidences didn't stop there. Both girls had visited their best friend on the evening of the murder and bought a new dress for a local dance party. After each murder, a suspect was arrested whose name was both Thornton.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Right? And they were both dropped of all charges. Right? Fucking weird. Same day, same birthday, fucking within 300 yards, raped and killed the exact same way. And the people that were fucking arrested for the murder had the exact same name.
So two people killed two people, separate incidences with the same names.
Two people killed one person each. One
But
person.
One person killed one person, but it just was doubled. The same names both ways.
Same fucking names. Same date. Or not, same, like May 26th or whatever the fuck they
Same
said.
day, same names.
Same name within 300 yards. They
That's
both did the
same
exact same
neighborhood.
thing. They both did the exact same things before they died.
History
and they were both
repeats
killed the
itself.
exact same way.
That's weird.
Fucked and like, come on.
Man, so how many years apart was that?
150.
1817 and 1975.
Man, we should do.
Oh, that's like some type of Mandela effect stuff.
Man, we
geez,
should.
the Berenstein Bears and the Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, how weird is
We
that?
should.
yeah.
Oh, that's a weird one. Hey, we should talk. We
It's
should do.
fucking Berenstein. It's the Berenstein Bears.
We all remember it as the Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, it's not Stein. They're not Jewish.
But it's now the Berenstein Bears. That's
no,
like
it's not the Berenstein Bears.
Yeah,
that's how it's spelled. That's how if you look at it now, it's spelled the Berenstein Bears. But if you go look on your old books, it's probably the Berenstein Bears.
But no one has the books. That's the thing.
I have them.
Dude, we should find this out.
Okay, what do you got?
Oh, I was going to
Yeah.
say on coincidences.
Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
go.
I got a pretty cool story.
Can I go
after.
piss outside? Is that cool?
Go, yeah,
Yeah.
Petrie around
But
the
listen to
corner.
my coincidences
Perfect.
first.
Well,
Andrew's leaving. Speak him.
Okay.
yeah, just talk shit about me. I'll be
Yeah,
right back.
speak.
You got two people talk shit about. I got two.
Okay.
You
Me
know,
and Mr. Conspiracy are going to play swords.
No, we're taking a break. We'll be right
break.
back.
Okay. You ready? Oh, can I go?
And we're back.
Do it.
And
Okay.
we're back.
So, on coincidences, man, I fucking love coincidences. Like
Deja vu.
they're
type
so
of-
fucking weird. Like they're so weird. Okay, so here's one coincidences between JFK and Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Both presidents were elected to the House of Representatives in 46, one 1846, one 1946. Both were losing candidates for their party's vice presidential nomination in 56. Both presidents were elected to presidency in 60. Lincoln defeated incumbent Vice President John C. Breckinridge for presidency in 1860. Kennedy defeated incumbent Vice President Richard M. Nixon fuck,
Jesus.
for presidency in 1960. Both their predecessors were the last presidents to be born in their respective centuries. Both predecessors left their office in their 70s and retired to Pennsylvania. Where's the ones where the fucking murders? Hold on, I'm just going. There's so many.
John Wilkes Booth.
Isn't it the same name?
They
Each
killed him.
president suffered from a genetic disease. Lincoln had Lincoln had Marfan syndrome and Kennedy had Addison.
Oh shit!
What's Marfan syndrome?
That's it. Happen. It's people that are like abnormally tall and skinny.
He was a big guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Both
And
pres-
Addison's disease is because you're thyroid. I think it's because you have hypothyroid.
Both presidents were shot in the head on a Friday, seated beside their wives. Both Fridays preceded a major holiday observed within the week. Both presidents were accompanied by another couple.
Not being wowed here.
The
I need
male
something
companion of the other couple was wounded by the assassin. So, like, similar. Both presidents fathered 4 children and had a son die during his presidency. What is it? Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth at Ford Theater. Kennedy was shot by Lee Harvey Oswald in a Lincoln automobile made by Ford.
Oh, weird. That's,
Both
there you go.
presidents' last name have 7 letters. Both assassins' full names have 15 letters. Each assassin committed his crime in the building where he was employed. Both
There we go.
presidents
That's what we're talking about.
were purportedly
Purportedly.
smiling immediately before the assassination. After shooting Lincoln, Booth.
What's this?
What's going on here?
Forget about that.
After shooting,
I don't know what
Didn't
that was.
happen.
after shooting Lincoln, Booth ran from a theater to a warehouse. After shooting Kennedy, Oswald ran from a warehouse to a theater. Both assassins died in the same month as their victim.
Here's my question though: were they both male models?
Man, it's just like the list is huge. Both assassins suffered injuries during escape. Like that's
It's a
not that
shitty
great one.
coincidence.
It's not that. That one. Yeah, it's not that great.
But
Okay, screw your coincidences. I got a cool story.
Okay.
This one, the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter, aka Hopkinsville Goblin case, or
Ooh, Goblin.
the Kelly Greenman case.
Green Goblin.
So,
Hobgoblin?
okay.
Green Goblin.
On the evening, August 21st, 1955, 5 adults, 7 children arrived at the Hopkinsville police station claiming that small alien creatures from a spacecraft.
Oh, we heard this one before.
Oh, yeah, we
yeah,
have
we
heard
heard this one. Dan
Yeah,
talked about
we
it.
talked
And it's
about
it. Were they-
fucking spooky, man.
Where they
Spooky
had
as
the
shit.
fucking gunfight
Yeah.
with
Yeah, they
the aliens
shot-
for like 4
Remember that?
hours. It
They
says.
shot at them through the windows and shit. And
They had
were-
a 4-hour-long gunfight with aliens, and then so the police went to investigate, and they found bullet holes, and it looked like there had been a gunfight. No green men or anything like that. The next night, apparently, there was another gunfight, and the family packed up and left.
yeah,
I didn't hear that second part there, but
Apparently,
the first part we definitely talked
Like
about.
they
went
had
to-
fucking lead pipes through their water and fucking going a little
Where they-
crazy.
Yeah,
Lead poisoning.
Oh fuck! That's a
perhaps,
weird one.
but I mean,
yeah. That is
the
that's
fact
that's
that
a
you
good one.
fucking. That's
you
a good
show
one.
up
Yeah.
and
Whoa.
you see like
The description of
five
them?
five
Yeah.
people and 7 kids all being like, we saw it. I mean, yeah, it could be some sort of poisoning or something.
Oh, I'm just
Everyone went fucking crazy here.
It's
but
spooky. There's no way about
That
it.
is weird.
Yeah, that's fucked. That one's fucked up.
That'd be fucking awesome, man. I'd love to be in a gun battle
I would
with
be wrecked for
aliens.
life after that. Ruined.
My life would be
Wouldn't be able to do
complete
anything.
if I had that happen to me.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'd
couldn't
be
do anything.
pumped.
Man, the podcast would get huge. Had that real event happen to me, some aliens come fucking around the
Don't
studio.
fucking do it while I'm here, please.
You hear that?
No, I didn't.
You hear that?
No. I'll never forget when we're doing that fucking Elisa Lam one and that big bang happened behind us.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
hate
fucked
that
up.
case scares the shit out of me.
Fucking scared the shit out of me. Oh, fuck. Peed a bit.
when I forgot, but when I do finally get settled up north there, I am gonna try to find if I can get the list of people who were staying at that hotel when she died,
Where was it?
Cecil Hotel. Because remember how we talked about in depth that it had to be someone. If it is a murder, it had to be someone living in that upper section.
I'm telling you, it's somebody who worked there. For
Right?
sure.
So yeah, okay. I want a list of staff and a list of the people who were there.
We talked about it before. That could be its own podcast on its own, like the 20 episodes. Like you go into depth, like trying to figure out exactly what happened.
Yeah.
It's just weird how she acts.
How far is LA from Miami?
A long way.
Across the
Across the
across
country.
the continent.
Oh, is that? Okay,
Yeah.
well, fuck that then.
You're great with geography.
I'm fucking terrible.
It's
But
like
no,
I went to school with this in Australia with this girl she was from Jersey, and I remember telling her like, "Oh, I'm like from close to Vancouver," because I would never say Kelowna. It's like, "Oh, close to Vancouver."
Yeah.
I'm like, sounds like right beside California. I'm like, no, and she was like dead set. Like,
You know
no,
what fucking Vancouver
it is. It is right beside California. I know it is, and I had to pull up and be like, you're missing a couple states. But
Well, I think we
good
need
try.
to take a fucking adventure to LA.
That'd be fun.
I'm self-employed. I can go whenever you want.
Well, no, I'm serious though. I think we should all go stay in the fucking.
I got my portable recorder now.
It's
Let's
not the
do it.
Cecile anymore though. What is it?
It's called the Stay on Main.
Stay on Main.
I think we need to stay on Main.
I would
Go
stay
stay
there.
in her room.
Oh, fuck
she
yeah.
stay
Yeah,
there?
I'd stay
Oh
there.
yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, she was staying in dorms, which I don't know if they have anymore.
You're gonna
Well, she started in a whole room.
yeah, and
She started in the dorms and they moved her
Yeah, they moved
because
her.
she was being fucking weird.
We'll
You know
have
what?
to
We're
dust
getting-
off the fucking
we're-
Ouija.
I'm telling everyone listening right now, we're
I'd
getting
love
back
to be
on
part
this
of one of
case
those.
in a big way because I want a list of who was staying there. I wanted the backgrounds of the people who were staying there because I want to figure it out if it was a murder or not.
Well, didn't they find her in like the water tank or something on the roof?
100% a murder.
Someone fucking killed her.
100%
Did
a
she?
murder.
Well, you don't just
Oh,
climb
dude,
into a fucking water tank.
We talked for 2 hours on a podcast about this. It's fucking. We got into the theory of how our butthole got prolapsed, like everything. Man.
That-
She had prolapse butthole.
Yeah.
That started
hot.
That's what blew the lid off the case for me, boys.
yeah.
started prolapses.
Like yeah, that was we're back. Like I'm gonna seriously. I'm gonna email. I'm gonna send out some emails and see if I cannot get some sort of request. I don't know how it'll work, but
Well, you're
hard-
about to have a
it's-
lot of time on your hands.
it's
So.
gonna be hard coming from Canada to try and get something from the States. Like,
Buddy, I bet you could get a hold
Information?
of her fucking parents.
Probably.
sure, yeah, they're from Vancouver, right?
Seriously.
yeah. But like, listen, no disrespect. I was looking into it. I just want to know. 'cause
yeah,
it's really weird.
It's so fucking weird. Like why
Buddy,
can't we
Don't tell her about. Don't tell them
Relatives
about prolapses.
always
Yeah,
think that it's murder.
I won't tell them to
100%.
even
It's easier to
listen.
digest.
Yeah, tell them a different podcast.
Yeah, a different podcast.
Oh, don't even tell them it's a fucking podcast. Be like, you're private
Yeah,
investigators.
Yeah, you're a investigative journalist
Yeah.
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 working for
Ron
ATT.
Pond.
I'd love to learn what actually happened.
Ron
She,
Pond,
like,
no-
the video
he's
that
bad.
there is of her like in the elevator, she's acted so fucking weird.
Buddy, we talked about this.
You don't
I
watch
know.
you don't watch a podcast.
You gotta
so
listen to it, man. We went into
don't wanna
every
listen to it.
fucking theory.
that's one of my top 5 that we've done
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. But we're gonna get back on that one. I want to get to the bottom of this. We'll see what if we can dig up. And when I have more time to start working on this again, we're finally getting Karina Sables. I'm fucking gonna track her down.
That's the girl from Kelowna that got.
yeah, it's fucking impossible to find.
Is she? She
I
might.
want-
She
I
might not
one
even
time
be here
thought-
anymore. She got abducted.
She got
just
abducted.
outside Kelowna.
Locally,
And
Yeah.
allegedly
she, like,
abducted.
Yeah.
Abducted.
But
She
I
had-
wanted to get her in studio because you know what I mean. Like you can tell.
How old is she?
The only thing is, last time we had people in studio, they
Older.
Middle
fucking
age?
freaked us out.
40, 50?
I'm not going to be around.
Which one, the
that shit.
flat
That was
earth
fucking-
ones?
Yeah, those guys were fucked.
I would have
Ooh.
loved to have been here for that.
Flat
one.
Earth?
Oh, man. They were
my God.
fucking. They sat me right by these fucking creeps, man.
I would have
It
been
was
laughing
horrible.
at
It was a
the whole
small
time.
room. You didn't have much choice.
No, man. You didn't have time to laugh. Those guys are too busy fucking talking your face off.
No,
It was
we talked about the
horrible.
flat Earth last time again,
Oh,
and
it was-
I said like, you know what? It's all good to like believe in conspiracies, but if you believe in the flat Earth, like the people who believe in the flat Earth are 100% committed to the flat Earth. They're not like, oh, it's very strange, like it's a cool, like it's something cool to look at. They're like 100% dedicated, like a
No,
religion to
They're
it.
fucking
It's
drinking
so
the Kool-Aid,
weird.
man. For sure.
Because if you're flat Earth, you just lose. That's everything else is gone. There's no other conspiracy. Like the Earth is flat. Period. There's no
Okay.
blah blah blah.
And
Anyways,
so next podcast I want to do, next main one, Men in Black, 100%.
why do you keep making promises on Twitter to this?
I'm not because I want to do that one. That's what I want to do.
You want to do MIB/Majestic 12 at the same time? Because they kind of go hand in hand.
Oh yeah, okay, let's do that. That works.
We're doing Men in Black?
Yeah.
Here come the men in black,
Men in Black.
Galaxy Defenders. Here come the men in black.
Won't
Let you remember.
The good guys
dressed in black,
Remember
believe
that.
that.
Just in case we have a face to face,
So make contact.
The title held by me,
MIB.
MIB, means what you think you saw, you did not see.
So don't
feel
blink.
you-
No, you blew it.
Oh, you blew it! You've done that before, and you blew it this time.
I was pretty far that time.
Yeah, you was
Maybe
pretty
I'll
good.
have it down pat the whole thing for the next time we do.
Hey, you got a long drive up north.
It's weird that
A
you're.
lot of time to practice.
It's weird you're just singing that, reading a case on the Men in Black.
Man, yeah, that's the next one I want to do.
Sure.
Fucking
I've
killing
been
me,
looking at
man.
that. Why?
Because I was getting in my groove and just shit all over it.
What was the next line? Is it not "Don't fear us, jeer us"?
No, it's not.
If you want to get near us,
You have the lyrics up right
What if
now?
I just pulled it up. You're wrong.
Okay,
I knew you were wrong.
I got a quick little story. It's
right,
called.
let's hear it.
Have you ever heard of the Dr. Hopkins and the Man in Black?
no. Okay,
Story?
but it's yeah. You're not. Yeah. Okay, let's hear it.
I'm not what?
What?
Nothing.
What?
Don't worry
You
about
had something to say, but you didn't
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
it.
what were you gonna
Say
say?
it.
Nothing's
You
all right.
wanted to say
Fucking say
something.
it.
It's okay.
Spit it out.
Spit it
Don't be a
out.
little bitch.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Why
hear
you
it,
being a
man.
little
You're
bitch?
getting put on the
Spit it
spot
out.
now.
Well, I was going
Let's
to say
hear
is
it.
we're going to do this Men in Black next time, but I was like, it's fine to hear one.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
plenty of
just
stories.
telling a story
That's
about
what I was going
him.
to
yeah.
say. I was going to say that, and then I stopped.
So in '78, a man named Dr. Hopkins, he'd been studying UFO cases and received a mysterious phone call from a man who claimed to be a representative of a UFO organization, which later proved to be false because he couldn't find the guy. So when Hopkins agreed to, he called him and said, "Yeah, I'll meet you." The guy was immediately at his door, bald, no eyebrows, dressed in all black.
Oh man, we're
Didn't-
all almost going bald. We could all be part of the MIB.
Didn't have lips.
Yeah, we're getting there.
He didn't have lips, but he tried to hide it by wearing red lipstick on his face. He spoke in a monotone voice and made a coin completely disappear as a trick. That's what he says.
He knocks on the door. Hey,
Hey, what's
check
up?
this out.
Boom. Then he told the doctor,
What you think you saw, you did not see. That was amazing. You're welcome.
That was too good.
oh, that was great.
That's the call sign. It's their like fucking secret code is that they can do that fucking weird hand trick and then go, "You think you saw, you did not see." Oh fuck, that'd be funny.
Oh no.
With their no fucking shaved eyebrows and bird lips painted on with lipstick. I'm going as a Men in Black agent for Halloween.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna do that card trick where you pretend to throw the card but you pop it.
Can you even do it?
Yeah, I'll learn.
Okay, you got a couple
14
weeks.
days to
You got a
join the
couple weeks.
MIB.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Aren't you not part of the MIB?
Maybe, maybe not. I can neither confirm nor deny.
There you go.
Okay, so after he had asked the man in black to leave, the guy started talking in a slow voice and seemed like a something running out of batteries, slowly like starting to die and like die off like that. He then pushed the man outside his room, closed the door, and there was a bright flash of light outside the door. He opened the door,
Neuralizer.
dude was gone.
Yeah,
Neuralized.
because he
Yeah.
got neuralized. He doesn't remember.
Exactly. So he opened the door. Well, he obviously remembers if he's telling the fucking story. Saw a bright flashlight. Dude was gone. Oh, he's gone. So it's like, yeah, that could have been a man in black, I
It's
guess.
monotone. Do you want to see a coin disappear?
Hey, what's up?
What you think you saw, you did,
did
not,
not
see. And they then he turned into one of those silver rollback guys. Just a crusty juggler.
Crusty juggler.
That's fucking hilarious.
Another stellar story there. That was good.
Men in Black.
It was
I
too
love
good.
how it was like I'm reading it word for word, and it just added that in there. Like,
Yeah.
he made a coin disappear. Why the fuck would you tell
How did
that?
that come up in conversation? The guy's like, "Hello." He's like, "Hi,"
What's up?
and he's just like, "Oh, that was weird." He's like, "Yeah, it was." And they're like, "Well, I have a weird just standoff there." Like, I wish Dr. Hopkins would have fucking elaborated more on what was said.
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
Oh,
I
they
don't
made
know
coin-
you're Men in
coin
Black.
disappear.
Show me the trick. He's like, "Oh, all right.
Whoa!
What's that behind your ear? Oh, that's fucking funny.
That's too good.
Yeah, case file, Men in Black. Coming
Okay.
up next.
Okay, so that's the next one for sure.
Yeah, well, that's the next one I'm going to be on. Because if you have to do one before while I'm getting set up.
Right. Okay.
Should be an ISIS one too. ISIS would be good.
ISIS. I would like to do
It
ISIS.
fits
Did you
perfectly with
ever-
modern events.
Did you ever
Current-
do
current
one
events?
on the Denver airport?
No,
No,
we want
that's
to.
what we got to do. Because that's
That's on the list too.
I want fucking.
Should we,
Just,
should
I
we
think
just
we
get
have.
In, should we just get into the Denver Amber right now?
I'd love to
should we
talk
take
about
a
it.
break and read a little bit first?
I don't
or-
really know much about it. Like I
It's-
know
I
about
know-
it, but I don't have like my notes in front
Okay,
of me.
well,
So
we can just like I want to do a full case file, but it's fucked. Like
It is very
they're
weird.
digging something under. There's something going on under that airport.
The fact
100%.
that Denver already had a fully functioning airport, and then they built a second
the
one
city, and
within
this
the
one's
city.
fucking miles.
They
outside
built,
the
yeah,
city.
it's like 200 miles outside the city or something, isn't it?
I don't know, I can't-
It's far. I remember
I
it being
can't-
I don't think
far.
it's 200
I don't
miles.
know
I,
if
think
it's
it's like
200 miles.
20 miles or something. But
but
it's out of the city,
yeah,
and
they've got this. I don't know
weird
if they
paintings.
have.
I got a kind of a quick summary of it. I can read.
let's give it. Let's do a couple minutes on it, and then
Okay.
we'll,
Well, so So I guess like, the big theory is that it's as a front for being an underground military bunker.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
So
100%.
So basically,
Oh my god.
we got those creepy murals, right? That
Yeah.
signify genocide and all that bullshit. Like, have a look at them, Google them,
Look it up. Hashtag look it up.
Like, just what it's fucking creepy.
Like horse
It's
statues with
fucked.
glowing, like red
it was
eyes and
over
shit.
$2 billion over budget.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
there's
reading.
no evidence of what the money was spent on.
It's because they were using it. They 100% funneling money while they were building the base underneath.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's nearly twice as large as the next biggest U.S. airport. And it's funded by the New World Airport Commission.
Conveniently New
Oh, yeah,
World.
Yeah.
And that
Fucking
it was
lizards.
built in what 95 or something, right?
Well, yeah, and it's and this company, like if you were to Google the New World Airport Commission, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing comes up.
So all that money that they built that airport with probably goes hand in hand with the 2.3 trillion they were missing on September 10th, 2001,
Oh,
just
and it-
before it all happened. Like that's how they built it. They built it with the black ops, like the black budget spending.
Well, and it's got that fucking like the dedication to it, and it's got that weird like Masonic fucking symbol
So
on
that,
it.
That like
symbols of
double
that, yeah.
triangle
Well, and
almost
then-
thing, like that one right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then that fucking giant fucking hell horse.
Yeah.
Hell horse, yeah,
right?
the hell's
That's
with the
weird.
glowing eyes and
Like,
shit.
why? Why the fuck would you put
Okay,
that in an
well,
airport?
what about like, Kate? So give me this, like, you know what I mean? It's a front, right? You're fronting. So why the fuck would you paint giant images of fucking genocide on the walls?
You know why?
Like,
Because you fucking can. You're like, oh, we're
yeah.
so.
No,
it doesn't even
I've
fucking matter.
I've talked about it before, and I think these fucking New World Order crazy, whatever they are, if they're like the fucking bankers or the bankers and the corporate controllers of the world, they have like, because a lot of them, the conspiracies, they're all Satanists, right? So if they put it out there that they're doing this stuff, just a little bit, just like little hints, like, oh, we're this, we're that, and we're gonna do this, but they never say it. If they put it out there in their conscience, they're like, man, we told you. I honestly think that's how it goes, because they kind of like poke hints at all this stuff, and then they just fucking all this crazy shit happens. Like,
so are they
Yeah.
all Satanists? Like, is that?
I don't know if they're all
a theory?
Satanists, but
yeah,
like,
that's one of the theories is that they could be Satanists. But
well, we've talked about before. If you search Washington D.C. conspiracies about like how they changed the roads from the White House to like form a pentagram pointing different ways, like directly from the White House, like it. And if you look on Google Maps and from Google Earth, you can see like the roads like do kind of make a pentagram. And you're like, fuck, is it all connected? I don't know. Maybe. But I think it is connected in a way, like the New World Order, the bankers and the corporate interests who control the world,
I'd
are
like to,
controlling the politicians who build these airports, and they control the White House, and it's all connected in a way. It's
yeah, they
weird.
have those giant tunnels. There's giant tunnels away from the fucking airport that are all fenced off. You can't get to, military controlled, and they have huge fucking trucks coming out from underneath these underground tunnels.
Yeah. So
Sounds
what
like
it-
the money's in Satanism here. I think we need to fucking.
Where did I just read it?
Yeah,
they're
figure that out.
they're saying it's a vast underground network for like a New World Order command bunkers to post-apocalyptic fallout shelters
Well-
for the global elite.
Yeah, it's the highest
Is
altitude
what's-
city in the
is-
states.
yeah, is what
is
they're
it North
saying.
America or is it just the states?
Might be
I think
North.
it's North
Might be.
America.
Well, there's probably. I bet you there's like settlements that are higher, but they're not metropolitan cities. Like
Yeah.
they're probably like maybe.
So, like,
5,000
if there was a
people or something.
giant flood or something, like a biblical flood, you could
yeah, you're 2,000 or,
You would
or
think
5,000 feet above sea level. so you're
potentially
good, yeah.
Denver would be a safe haven. Potentially,
Yeah, like the New World. I actually have a guy who is not an expert, but he knows a lot about the New World Order, of the conspiracy, and he really wants to come on.
fuck yeah, let's bring him
And
on.
he's-
For Denver Airport.
And he's the only actual person with broadcasting experiences because he works for Sun FM, our local radio station here.
Is it Ara?
Ari?
Ari.
Yeah.
Oh, he listens? No, it's Ara.
Ari.
No, I'm pretty. Andy's
thought-
good buddies with him.
No, there's an Ara in Vancouver. That's why I
Yeah.
think I got confused. But Ari
Ari
works in-
Daniels.
Oh, it's a different guy. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Anyways, he knows a lot. I've talked to him about it before, and he's really pumped to come on. So
Yeah, let's get him on.
we should do New World Order, Denver Airport. These are all connected.
Yeah, I mean, like that New World Order shit's weird. No,
ISIS,
wearing the animal heads
ISIS
on their
too is
fucking
that's
head.
all connected to New World
It is.
Order. It's
Yeah,
all
let's
connected.
do one.
Everything.
We could probably do a two-parter.
What's the yearly meeting they say they do? Whatever.
Well, they have Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian
is
Grove.
is in California.
Yeah, we should go do that, and the same time we're going to want to go to the Cecile Hotel.
Bohemian Grove is it's a bigger event, and then there's the Bilderberg Group, which is only like a few hundred world leaders with no press, no nothing. You can't get in there. There's just there's some. It's just weird. So there's fucking something weird going on. People who are creating the money are controlling the world, pretty much.
My thing is though, like, okay, here's my devil's advocate kind of thing.
Oh, devil.
Yeah.
Well, I have the Ouija board inside. You want to play?
Get it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'd love to play
It's
that
fucking
thing.
bullshit.
You know what's funny? My mom listened to that podcast and she was like, "You guys did it wrong," and she's like, "You should like." She's like, "I'll show you."
I can tell you for a fact I was doing it wrong.
And
I was
she was
pressing
rattled.
on
She
that
was like,
so hard.
my mom was like,
I fucking knew it.
Oh
my
man.
mom was like, "We used to do it as kids, and it's fucking terrifying. I'll show you the proper way to do it."
Well, I remember Mom
We
freaking out
watched
and
the videos,
throwing
though.
ours out.
Yeah,
When we were
Mom-
younger.
Mom said she was like, "Oh, you guys did it wrong."
I was waiting for Zozo to come out, but
Yeah.
he never did.
Zozo.
That's that YouTube video we watched.
That's
Zo.
It takes control of the people, and like makes them hysterically laugh and like twitch on the floor and shit
Yeah,
like that.
that's Zozo.
I think so. I think it's fake. But
Well, it's probably
for sure.
It's fake as
here's
shit.
my point. New World Order. What's the end game for them? Like, what's the end game?
Total
Yeah.
control of the
Okay, so
world.
why does it take so fucking long?
'Cause,
Buddy, they already have total control.
Yeah,
of the
like
world.
that's my.
I
thing.
don't.
I'm
I
like,
don't think they have total control. I, think
I-
they're getting there. I think they're getting. If you go with the conspiracy of the New World Order, and their like depopulation agendas and all this stuff, it's all like slowly happening.
No, it makes perfect sense that these fucking people are doing that because they got so much fucking time on their hands. Of course, they're doing shady shit.
They don't give a fuck
But
about anything else except
what's-
control and
what's
power.
the future end plan for them though? Sure.
Yeah,
let's
like-
say
I-
let's say they get it. They fucking
Yeah,
get the world.
boom,
Everything's theirs. What are they gonna do?
They're gonna have those
They-
weird
they
animal head
just-
orgies and
They just
fucking-
want to run
well,
the
that sounds
planet
pretty sweet.
No, man.
because
Okay,
that like what's their
if you,
end game?
if you
What do
think
they
about
want?
it, if
Buddy,
the,
it's Pinky in the brain. They rule the fucking world.
Just
they
to
honestly,
rule the world?
if you think about politicians and these corporate controllers, they're all fucking psychopaths. All they want, all they care about in the world is control and power. They don't care. They have all the money, sure, because money makes power, but they don't give a fuck. All they want is to control every aspect of humanity. They want a totalitarian government, like socialist control, where the government is everything. The government controls everything you do, everything you buy, everything you watch, and they're slowly, especially in the United States, are slowly like pushing that on people. Like they're taking over all the news, they're taking over all the banks, they're taking over all the school systems. They're slowly, because if you think about it, there's so many people who don't want it. So to get those people out, you have to like beat them in like a chess match of wits over like a period of time, and that's what they're slowly been doing.
And they already think about it. You already have every fucking thing else. You have everything.
They don't, but they almost have. They're almost
The only
there.
thing they
They're
don't have
really
is ruling
close.
the world.
Yeah,
right?
they're
That's
fucking
it.
really
Of course.
close.
Why not?
And the New World Order is hell bent on to take over the United States. Let's say, because the United States it's the focus of all the conspiracies because that's where it starts. To take over the greatest country in the world with the biggest military, blah blah blah, you have to destabilize the population. You have to put in like economic hardships, which they're slow. Like all these like recessions and
Detroit.
shit.
Well, exactly.
All these recessions and shit are happening faster and faster, and they're getting bigger and bigger in scale. Like if you go back to 2007 or 2008 and you look at that huge financial collapse, and now if you go look at like the Financial Times right now and you go read like how much money they've created in the last 8 years is more than the last 100 years all combined. So like the inflation, the debt ceiling is like weighing down, and the conspiracy goes that right now the States it's still like a good country. They have a lot of middle class, a lot of money. But if the debt ceiling collapses and all these people go into like financial welfare pretty much, and there's no work and there's no food, that's how a totalitarian government takes control, because they have control of all the money already and the food supply, like Monsanto and all the Bayer and all these guys. They have all these corporations all in cahoots together, like a select group, like say 300 people. And when the financial market collapses, they have all the money and they buy up all the assets for 1 cent on the dollar. And they slowly, every financial collapse, they do it, and they kind of gain a little more and gain a little more. And if it happens 1 or 2 more times, there'll be like one world corporation when that will stem a one world government. It's a conspiracy.
Okay, here's my thing. For me, it's like, okay, you keep telling me there's a group who are trying to do this together. But it's like, in my head, I'm like, okay, if this is their end game, like, you got to think that each of those individuals is like, I want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably fucking backstabbing each other too slowly.
It very well could be, because it could start with 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Because if you really look at the banking system, especially in North America and Europe, wow. I hope you heard that.
I heard it.
I hope you hear them all.
I've heard everyone.
Yeah.
everyone
If you
heard
look
that
if
one.
you look, I've told you everyone before, read the book Creature from Jekyll Island. It's a non-fictional, real fact book about the events of of our modern centralized bank, like central bank. It's happened before in the past many times, but the way it's happened this time, they've slowly taken control over pretty much every country. The International Monetary Fund, the Trilateral Commission, all these, they fucking own all the money. They own all the money, and all the governments in the world are in debt to these group of people at the top. It's really weird. And that's like, you can say New World Order conspiracy, like they want to take over the world. Like, yeah, they probably do. Will they? I honestly don't think they can, especially with the internet and stuff. Like, everyone's so aware now. But they actually own all the money. They own all the money of all the industrialized nations in the world. They own it all. They own all the money. It's fucking weird.
And it's fucking.
And it's slowly getting worse too. If you went back 75 years and you took like a spread, like a standard deviation of the money supply in North America, they're like, yeah, there's rich people at the top and there's poor people, and it's like a slow curve, right? And then it kind of steepens up.
Nice
but now
bell
it's
curve.
like a flat curve, poverty, a little bit of middle class, and then straight up, like the people at the top have everything. It's like it's just slowly like pulling itself apart. And then if you go back in all the nations of the past, like let's say a couple hundred years, like you had, let's say 500 years, you had England, they had the control of the world, they had all these colonies.
Yeah.
And you had France, and they all slowly like become a superpower. They expand themselves too far, they get too much in debt, and their economy collapses, and it's just kind of like happening again. And these people have realized that's what it is, like that's how it works, and they've kind of taken control. So when the economy collapses again, that's when the kind of their one world, new world order comes in.
But here's the thing: if history repeats itself, every kind of big group that's got a stronghold eventually fucking.
And I agree with, like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but that's the conspiracy. Is they're trying to control the whole world through controlling the money system.
Now imagine this on the, like, because we're always like, oh, it's a dark and sinister group. Maybe there's a fucking group. I always try to think of it on the other side. Like, maybe there's a fucking group, and they're kind of doing devious means to get there, but they actually have good intentions. Like, they're like, what they want to do is maybe at the end game is make things better. Like, maybe they don't want to.
But do you honestly think that?
No.
Like, if you look at this, like the financial times we're in, it just gets worse and worse. Your dollar, because people don't realize that inflation is a man-made tax, like a hidden tax on the public. And then the easiest way for me to explain inflation, if you go back 30 years, let's go back to let's say 1980. I'm a carpenter. I'm making $20 or $25 an hour, but I could afford a house for $500 a month, a full house with 4 bedrooms, and I can buy a truck, and I can buy all this stuff. And now, 30 years later, the same job pays me $30 or $35 an hour, but house prices are 10 times higher.
Where are you working?
What?
No, he's pretty much bang on with what he's saying there.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. If you're now, like 30 years later, you're making $10 or $15 more. So you're making, let's say, like 50% more. Everything else, the cost of everything else
Has
that you buy
skyrocketed.
is 5, 10,
500%.
50, 100 times higher. Like, that's the hidden tax of inflation. And that inflation is only caused by a, what's it called, fractional reserve banking system, which the whole world is pretty much indebted to.
I just don't get how the world can be in debt.
Man,
The whole world's $500 trillion in debt.
Who are we in debt to?
The
Yeah.
world is based on debt. The whole
Just-
system is based on debt. You all got to owe someone money. That someone owes someone else money, and that someone at the top owns all the money.
it's
From creating money out of nothing too, like just fully like taking money and just creating 90% more money out of $1. Like,
I don't think that like a new world order type of thing. Like if a group of select people want to take over everything, I don't think it can happen anymore without them first causing like killing like a lot of people, like having a
Well, it's
mass.
going to be easy. They've taken away our guns.
Well, that's the
right?
thing. Like
they've
if there's
taken
this many,
away pretty much all our rights,
yeah,
right? With all the new, like those bills you're talking about, with all the military acts and all that kind of shit, it made it pretty hard for us.
Like
to
in
be able
Canada,
to,
we're
we
still,
have no
like-
privacy.
yeah.
Right? We can't defend ourselves. Think about all those fucking jails they're building out. Right? What are those fucking concentration camp looking fucking places?
there was just one in the States. They denied a bill that passed. I think it was like $11 million for school funding. They said no, but then it was like they said yes to building like a $300 million like system of prisons. So they said no to like a small school thing, and then we're like, let's build the biggest prison there is.
And that just ends.
prisons make tons of money.
That adds credence to the fact that, like, same thing happened in 2008. all these banks knew what they were doing in selling these fraudulent loans, and they went under, and they knew they knew what was going to happen. All the fucking big banks knew what was going to happen, and they knew they were going to get bailed out because the banks and the politicians are in the same pocket. Like, they both feed off each other.
I'm moving to Iceland.
Right? Iceland was the first. Hungary's done it too. Like, got rid of their centralized bank and created a people's bank. Originally, the government, like the Bank of Canada in like 1950 to like whatever it was, 1930 to 1970, was the people's bank. The citizens of Canada owned the bank. So the government would create money for like social programs and for bridges and for infrastructure, blah blah blah, and all the money that the money they created, all the interest that it made off the people and off the projects went back into the government. So income taxes were like super low, like almost non-existent. But now that is now a crown corporation owned by private people, which is really hard to find. But if you go deep, it's owned by the IMF, like all other central banks, which is owned by Rothschilds and all the group of Morgans and all these crazy people. And now you're slowly watching like inflation. The inflation tax kill Canadians too, slowly. In 20 years from now, I'm a carpenter now. I'm making 40 or 45. But now instead of my house worth 450,000, it's now worth $1 million. Yeah. So like inflation tax is just like slowly pulling the whole system apart. And if you really look into it, if you really dig into the financial system, the debt ceiling created by this fractional reserve lending will eventually collapse, and it's going to be no good for only for the people at the top. Wow. And every recession, it just gets a little bit worse and a little bit worse.
I just don't think, like, if those people at the top, when, say, that end game comes and everybody's screwed over, but they're sitting on their large pile of cash, do they honestly think that they're going to be safe from the billions of people that are screwed and are hungry and don't have anything? Like,
no,
what are they going to do? Where are they going to hide?
Who are they?
Exactly. Like, who are they? Exactly. What do they want?
That's how they hide. No one knows who they are.
The financial
on their private island.
The financial system is so fucking complex, and it's done by design. So, you don't understand. Even the people who are masters of finance don't really understand the top of the system. They understand they understand their bank and their branch and how money works that way, but they don't really get that someone at the top is making everything.
It's like a huge pyramid scheme.
It's a legal pyramid scheme, and we're all a part of it. And we can't, there's nothing we can do except if everyone went to the bank tomorrow and be like, I want my money out, the banks, it's called putting a run on the bank. They don't have money because 90% of the money doesn't exist. So if everyone went to the bank tomorrow and I want all my money out on my cash, say everyone has $10,000 in the bank, they can't give it and the bank fails. So we can't, citizens can put a run on the bank, which forces the government to start a new bank, like a people's bank. And if you look, there's a lot of different solutions for a fractional reserve lending.
Yeah.
You got to go back to everyone says you got to go back to a gold system or a gold reserve system.
Yeah.
But that's how it started. That's how the reserve system started. Goldsmiths.
Yeah.
You ever heard that before? People had gold coins. You give it to a goldsmith who had a vault, which is pretty much he was a banker. And then he would hold your money for you and take a small portion of interest. But eventually he realized that, hey, if I start clipping gold coins, just a little 0.0% or 0.05% off each coin, putting the ball, melting a new coin, eventually you get it. And eventually oh, wait, I can do that. What if someone gives me 10 gold coins, but someone wants to borrow 1 gold coin? I can lend that out with interest because I know they're not going to take it out of the bank at the same time. And it's kind of progressed to now where it's the banks only have 10% of the funds actually in the bank, but they're not actually represented by any currency. They're just made.
Yeah.
So I put $10 in the bank. They lend out $9 to you. You pay interest on that. And then you borrow $9 from him, technically, from the bank, and then they charge interest on that. And I only make 0.001% interest, and the bank makes 1.5%. And it's just it's a snowballing pyramid scheme.
It's crazy.
And it's got to the point where it's so big. So yeah,
it's depressing.
It's depressing, but if everyone doesn't realize this was happening, the system changes. Eventually, especially our generation now, the internet generation, the people our age in 10 or 20 years will be in power and political power. Maybe they change it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I went on a rant there, but fucking do your research on that because it's fucking insane.
Look it up.
I don't need to. I got Zelly. I'm good.
Here's a weird thought I was having at work. So I was thinking, I can't remember what we read. Oh no, it was after we did the last case file with Byron, and we're talking about that the shooting in Australia at
Port Arthur.
Port Arthur. I was thinking it's so fucking weird that all those kind of mental illnesses and mental breaks, people always just kind of resort to violence. You never really see someone have a mental break and they're like, I'm just gonna give all my money to charity and fucking help out. Like, go out for the day and do something good. Like,
Well, most people don't have any money when
Well,
they.
but the people that do that, you just don't hear about it.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not news. It's not good news.
I guess not. But you think you'd see
But
it more in the.
and when you have a mental break, you result to your kind of fucking your base instincts, right?
Yeah.
The fight or flight type of situation. You either burrow yourself in your house and fucking seclude yourself, or you go batshit crazy.
Guess so.
Right?
Well, you know what? Let's go back to the New World Order for a second. Maybe it's not just banking elite. Maybe it's the reptilians.
Fuckers. Dr. Kurt Connors.
So yeah, that's a conspiracy too. Like they've infiltrated the parts of government and private sector and banking.
Where do these lizard people come from?
They've always been.
Draconia or something?
Draconic? Where the fuck's
Where the
Draconia?
fuck is
Some different
Draconia?
solar system.
Yeah.
Oh, they're aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Aliens.
Alien breed.
Okay, well, there's different theories. They're either aliens from a different solar system. They're aliens who have evolved as like a different species on our planet underground in the Hollow Earth.
Oh, fuck.
They're part of the Anunnaki Empire. Did you listen to that case file?
No.
The Anunnaki in the Sumerian texts, like
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Let's be the Anunnaki Empire. I guess would have been like Draconians, and there's like 3 races of aliens. So there's different theories about it, but the main theory that's prevailing is they've infiltrated either through like hybrids or shapeshifters into government and
Yeah. Places of power.
places of power to
Manipulate.
humans for their own gain. I guess I don't know.
But what? Like, why the fuck would they need money and shit? Like,
That's why it seems like such a human thing, right?
yeah.
So either these aliens are humans from a different timeline or dimension or future to realize that they can come back and like or whatever, or they're just humans from Earth and that's just the NWO. There's not actually lizard people.
Yeah. That's how I know the NWO is when we were saying like, oh, maybe they're good. You kind of know they're bad because it's fucking just like video games when you play where you can either choose to be good or bad. It's way fucking easier playing the game being bad.
You can do everything that you're like, just do it.
It's easy. It's way easier being the fucking bad guy.
Here's my question.
Huh?
Is Hollywood Hulk Hogan part of this NWO?
I think he's the leader.
Yeah.
I also think so.
Him and Rothschild are up there at the top.
I believe
How old
it.
is David Rothschild? Is he like 110 years old now?
No, Rockefeller is 101 and he had a heart transplant just recently.
Was it Rockefeller or Rothschild that has had like 8 heart transplants?
I think it's Rockefeller.
Rockefeller.
From what I mean,
Why extend your life any longer than that? You'd be fucking miserable.
Not only that,
I
but
see these
go
decrepit
through-
fucking people all the time. I go to these old folks' homes and I feel like I'm a fucking Walking Dead. Just zombie land. You're not like you're a husk.
Have you seen Rockefeller or Rothschild? The dude who's had
Do
10.
I want to?
Oh, he's a creepy looking
Yeah,
motherfucker.
fuck, I bet.
Who is it? What's his
I think it's
Why
David
do they
Rothschild
need
or David
transplants? Doesn't
Rockefeller. One
Satan
of
keep
them.
them alive?
well, okay, you want to go back to conspiracy?
Yeah.
The conspiracy goes that these guys are there's so many unaccounted for abducted children in North America.
Yeah.
Just vanished.
Yeah,
and probably
yeah.
a lot of them are just murdered and raped or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
creepy
let's look at this guy.
penguin looking
He's fucking
motherfucker.
penguin.
Oh, Jesus.
David Rockefeller. There he is.
I've heard the theories before that they take.
You
Okay, so
wanna-
keep
they-
going. Tell me about this.
Show me that
They-
face
that
cam,
they
you
do-
know how I bet he laughs?
That's pretty much right, I'd say.
Okay, hold on. I
No,
need to hear about these dead
No,
babies.
the theory I've heard the theory before that these guys like this guy's 100 years old. He doesn't look 100 years old. He had a heart transplant. They fucking transfuse
he
like
looks 100 years old.
Look at those fucking eyes.
Yeah, that guy
They're
looks definitely 100 years
terrifying.
old.
I've seen people look way older than him who are 100. But anyways, the theory is that they take children's blood and like infuse it in their own.
Why is children's blood bitter than anybody else's
It's a
blood?
conspiracy. I never looked into it. I'm not a medic. I don't know.
Dude, what the fuck's up with his eyes? Look at his sunken
Oh.
his eyes are all red and puffy.
Yeah, dude, that guy looks
gross.
like your average 100-year-old.
Look at that one.
He looks like a fucking cadaver.
People
his
100
eyes
years
on that
aren't
one.
walking around like taking airplanes.
Look at his-
Usually.
Oh, he's walking around talking, all that type.
This guy's a fully functional fucking human being.
really weird.
6. He's 6.
6 heart transplants.
transplant.
6 heart transplants. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
After what's a
That's what I don't understand. Like obviously he's funding his own doctors because you hit that age,
It's money.
They're
It's-
not fucking.
where do you
giving
get a heart from
transplant.
though? Where do you get a heart from?
It's money. If you have money, you can pay your way to the top of the waiting list.
That's fucking crazy.
Right? Yeah.
That's
Isn't
fucking
it sad?
crazy.
Yeah. And they
meanwhile,
own
there's
everything.
probably someone with that could have used that heart who's fucking young.
Well, it's
Oh,
like, it's
totally.
It's weird. You ever heard of that, man? What's that thing in China where they are harvesting prisoners' organs and selling them to people in North America?
Fuck.
Man, I'm not
didn't
talking
hear
about
that.
that. But they had in China. If you look like go China organ harvesting for sale in North America or something, but they have like it's like a racist religious group who have like segregated these certain type of people in China and put them in prisons and shit.
Yeah.
And they're harvesting their organs and selling them to people.
Selling him to fucking Rothschild and
Sell him to
fucking Keith
selling to
Richards.
rich people in the States and North America and in Europe, probably without them even knowing like where they're getting their organs from. Just black market, just like
Fuck,
no
they're
big
like they
deal.
give a shit.
They don't give a fuck.
It's the reason Keith Richards is still alive.
That guy should have died 50 years ago.
Fucking right. He's got fucking infant's blood transfused into him for sure.
He's an alien.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You think he's a lizard? Maybe
Maybe he's a lizard.
Could be.
they all. But if anybody's a lizard, fucking Mick Jagger's a lizard.
Anybody who wields the pick of destiny is a lizard.
Touche.
Excuse me.
Good shop talk. Shop talk.
Shop talk?
Shop
Chop
talk.
top.
Shop
Love chop top.
Shop talk tonight. We had some good stuff. Anything else? What else we got?
I don't know. I was going to talk about how many thousands of people have gone missing from national parks in the United States in the last 100 years.
Is it?
El Nasty.
Is the fucking number in crate? Is
It's
it
in the
insane?
thousands.
Thousands?
With no and like these are national parks, well policed, well like maintained national parks that I guess these people are going.
Abductions.
Is it abductions or is it?
It's El Nasty.
Or they're
Could
just
be El Nasty.
falling into fucking cracks in the earth and never find
Well,
them.
there
Ooh,
was just
going-
a guy that
going-
fucking climbed into or he fell into a. Is that a geyser? Am I
Yeah.
saying that right? Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking fell into a geyser, disintegrated.
Yeah, blows.
Disintegrated?
Oh yeah.
It's getting blown through a fucking hole that big of sandpaper.
Well,
When that water pressure
okay.
kicks in.
Here's we're going back with the conspiracy.
Yeah.
What would you say if I told you over 1,100 people have disappeared from our country's national parks and open spaces in the past 100 years?
I would say in 100 years.
I think that's.
I want to know what it is in the last 25 years.
Good question.
I'd like to know since what was
A
it,
lot-
World War One when our technology went through the roof and we
A
started.
lot of the kids are young, and they vanished without a trace. Right from like the parents are there. There's fucking there's rangers in the park. These aren't in the middle of nowhere. These are like this isn't the States. So when I say our country, I mean your country, United States, who is 80% of our listeners. I don't think not that many people go missing from.
I wonder the
Canada's national parks,
circumstances here. Like, what did the kids
Are you
fucking off
kidding
hiking
me?
by themselves?
Buddy, that Alaskan highway that I'm going to drive
Just
at some
did
point
it.
tomorrow. Fucking hundreds and hundreds of women have gone missing on that highway.
Oh yeah,
Hundreds?
that's the
100.
Highway of Tears, or whatever
Highway
the
of
fuck they
Tears,
call it.
man.
Yeah.
100 of fucking Aboriginal
Have you
and
ever
like,
heard of that
young
before?
women have gone missing on that highway.
I didn't
I've
know
heard of the
that.
Highway
They,
of Tears.
they
but I
don't
know
know
what
if
it
it's a
is.
fucking serial killer. They don't know. They just fucking vanish. Like they're last seen hitchhiking and they're never fucking seen again. Hundreds.
Don't fucking hitchhike.
And that's not over 100 years. That's over like 2 decades.
Yeah, no, totally.
Like it's crazy. Like they just promised to like fund more money into
Yo,
researching.
I think you're way over on your estimate.
How many?
16 to 40. But still, it's a lot to like just go.
16 to 40. That's pretty fucking.
It's a lot.
variable
Yeah.
there.
It's a lot, but it's not like hundreds, like you said. But
I thought,
That could be just.
Let's go
some
back to hundreds. It
murderer.
sounded better.
Yeah.
For theatrics, we're
Hundreds.
gonna stick to fucking
Yeah.
hundreds.
16 to hundreds.
16 to hundreds of people. Okay, does it sound normal for
No.
like that many people just? Wouldn't that not even being found though, like just gone, like
Yeah.
no body found, like not killed by bears or wolves or
Well,
cougars or
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. Serial killers or abductions. Same thing with that Highway to Tears. They like have no idea. Some people think that maybe there's an active serial killer that lives up there.
yeah, like it's just don't go outside because
Yeah.
you're not coming back.
He'll
It
never-
was a little creepy when I went and peed.
So yeah, it's fucking crazy.
There's just like you just keep You just keep going. You just keep going. Oh my god,
That was weird, man.
that was not real.
Get
You-
this
I think
fucking
you're
guy
letting
some
Did you
sugar
come
water,
back?
man.
You came
Yeah.
back. You didn't want to go outside.
No, you don't have to said that. Sugar water. Sugar water. Edgar?
More sugar.
I don't know. It just seems really weird that hundreds of people go missing
in parks.
in parks.
Well, like we're okay.
No, I could.
Think about it.
I could. No, I could see you going
That's a
missing.
likely place to go missing.
I
You
could
got
see-
wildlife there. You got fucking.
I could see you going missing. I can, but eventually, if
Why
it's-
not find bodies?
if you're eaten by animals, animals don't hide bodies. They eat them and leave them in the fucking wherever, and then the ants eat the rest of them. They don't just get rid of them and bury them. And
Yeah, but like, let's think about it. Like, out of the likely places you're gonna get lost, that seems like a pretty likely place
no, but
to get lost.
These are fucking national parks with trail systems and easy to fucking navigate. These aren't just in the. You don't just go into the woods, set up a camp, and go walk through the woods and just like, oh, I'm lost.
Part of me thinks that the fucking number of active serial killers who are out there who have just fucking unreal methods of hiding bodies and shit is just like, because like even like we get all those pedophile stings now, and it's like you keep hearing about them, and you're like, holy fuck, like
Those
I didn't
creep
know,
catchers.
I didn't know there was so many fucking pedophiles, and I think if there was like. I bet there's serial killers, and I bet we don't even fucking realize the number of people, like fucking fucked up people out there that are just going to parks and
Because it-
abducting people, and like they have a fucking Dexter way of just doing it, and they're like meticulous, and
Well, what is it? The hardest murder is just like there's
it's just a random.
just random murder.
Yeah.
just random abduction. No body.
Yeah.
No suspects. No anything.
yeah.
So
Like that's what I chalk up a lot of missing people. Like to me, when people just go missing without a trace, like right away, I always think I'm like a fucking. There's a good serial killer out there. He's just fucking.
well, not even necessarily a serial killer. Just
okay. With the
fucking
national
kill.
parks though,
Yeah.
I could see like if it's a serial killer, it's localized usually, right?
Yeah.
Let's say a serial killer runs for 20, 30 years. If he's like he just keeps going. These are all over the United States, like in all the national parks. They're not just like
That could be. That's the hot spot where.
yeah, but isn't that
serial
a
killers
fucking
go?
like that? That's a more dangerous place to be than your fucking local neighborhood or something like that. Would it not be?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like you're in a. It's like a.
You're,
There-
keep
like
in mind,
a
you're talking
public-
to a guy that's been camping once and was terrified
It's a public
the entire time.
Okay,
so.
yeah. If you go camping in a provincial park in Canada here, there's tents everywhere. There's trail networks. It's really hard to get lost unless you're just like running through the woods. And even if you got lost in the woods, the chance of you being eaten by a bear or like that happens like once or twice a year in Canada,
But-
of all of Canada.
Okay, here's my thing though. Like when you stay at those parks, there's a fucking lot of hustle and bustle going on.
How about that fucking guy that just got mauled by that bear?
Yeah, yeah.
But he-
Fucking
yeah.
video.
He lived?
That's all good. Like,
Yeah, exactly. He lived and just walked home. No big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, his ear was fucked up though.
Yeah,
See the back of his fucking head?
he was mangled.
Scalped.
Yeah.
He was in complete shock when he made that video. There was no way he could fucking do that.
Buddy, but you like when you're in shock, you can't stand and talk and fucking do that. That guy hiked I don't know how many fucking miles. People in shock don't do that.
That guy's like the toughest guy in the world.
Oh fuck yeah.
It's like the guy who fucking
grizzly
pulled,
bear and lived, man.
Well, that's not true. Ron Pawn's the toughest guy. In the world.
Yeah.
yeah.
This
well,
guy's the second toughest guy in the world.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
There's also that guy. Remember?
Ron Pawn would have kicked that fucking bear's ass.
Did you ever hear that about that guy who the cougar attacked him, like lashed on the back of his head, and he pulled him off, flipped him over, and stabbed him to death with a pocket knife?
Buddy, there a guy was when I was working back in the reserve in Caribbean. It's this old native guy. He had fucking love tattooed on his knuckles. He was a gangster. Fucking cougar was eating his dog, and he went and choked it out. Climbed up on its back, put it in a sleeper hole, and fucking choked it to death.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, we got there, and there's a fucking dead cougar on the ground, and he's sitting there.
There's
with a
that-
fucking dart.
If you rummage around through like pictures of old history and stuff like that, you can find
Old
pictures.
history. What about new history?
New old, just like I'm talking like 200 years ago. There's not well, maybe 100 years. There's pictures of people who will be like holding like crazy animals like that you wouldn't want to fight, and it'll be like say his name and be like with the animal he killed barehanded,
Yeah,
and you'd be like, "Whoo,
Does that make you feel like a pussy?
yeah."
Like fuck, seriously. Cougar comes for me. I'm like, you got me, man.
Well,
You
that's
win.
2
Dead.
pounds and scares me sometimes.
Oh fuck yeah.
But anyways, back to the fucking provincial parks.
The missing people. Anyways, kid,
The
there's
hustle and bustle. Like it's so busy when you go to those parks. It's so busy. Kids are running around fucking everywhere. I think that would be an easy place to fucking snatch up any person.
But if
thought
there's,
about that
if
before?
there's that many people,
No,
though,
is
it'd
that
be,
one of your places you
think
thought about?
they have a
fucking
bathroom. You
snatching?
have like people are going out there in the middle of the night walking. Like, you know how many times I hear people fucking dropping bottles? Like, I don't go just peeking out of my tent every time I hear fucking a noise, right? So if there was someone there and he was just fucking grabbing people, you know what I mean? Would you notice? You know, unless you were looking for it.
Hey,
If
very,
you just heard
very-
a noise in your tent, you're probably not going to get out of your tent every time and take a look. Every time you hear a fucking weird noise,
No.
chances are you're too scared. You're like in your tent. You're going, serial killer. Oh, I could stay in here and hide.
hey, it's no, what, it's very well possible that it's just all contributed serial killers.
Yeah,
But there's this guy. He was an ex cop. His name's David Paulides.
Politas.
And he's written a book, Missing 411 Western USA, Missing 411 Eastern USA, Missing 411 North America and beyond, of all these like weird
Missing people.
missing people. And he's really investigated, and he's been pretty much stonewalled in all of his investigations. Like, okay, I need a list for all the missing people from national parks. Like, oh, we don't keep a list. Like, what do you mean don't keep a list? I think that'd be like a easy list to keep. Like, oh, national parks. They're like, oh, we can give it to you, but it's going to cost you $1.4 million. Like, just like weird, like just like weird stuff like that.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, so
hiding something.
I don't know.
You know what? As much as we say serial killers, it could be a fucking really good place for government to snatch up people they need.
So is the
the
government
fucking
snatching up fucking children for blood transfusions? Is the government snatching up children for alien abductions? Or-
Could be anything,
Fucking
man.
tests.
Are those numbers just children that are gone missing? Or?
It says majority of children, so I don't know if that's 70%,
Those are easy
80%.
prey for animals, right?
But I'm saying if it's animal, if your
find the body.
if your
You
child's
find
in
something.
the camp and he gets taken by an animal going to the bathroom on 20 feet from your tent, you're gonna find blood or bones or something.
And there's no traces of
These are
anything.
people who
And these
vanished.
these ones are
without a
vanished,
trace.
like gone, like unexplained, just like no nothing.
That's crazy.
So,
You know
yeah.
how cool it'd be if you were just fucking Professor X and you can just go into your fucking cerebral and
Just find everybody.
Look.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it could very well be serial killers only.
It is fucking weird.
It's
though,
just
like-
weird. It's just weird. That's a lot of people who just would never be found, like no trace.
Yeah, and that guy's getting stoned. Like, it's like, why wouldn't it would make sense? You think you'd want to be like
You'd want to help in that investigation rather than
to not have a list of people who vanish in parks. Just to me is like a city being like, oh, we don't keep the list of people who have murdered in our city. Like, why?
Exactly.
Why?
That's-
Unsolved case in the city. Why would we keep that?
I've read into it a bit. There's some good videos and there's some good information. Check out this guy's books out. Yeah, look it up.
I could see maybe.
look it up.
I could maybe see they don't compile it nationally, but you should be able to go to like
a local law enforcement or
local
something.
law enforcement, and be like, I need cases of missing people that originated in national parks, and you might have to do the work of like going through and like doing it that way.
Yeah, but why would your average person be privy to that information?
Well, because you can ask for information on unsolved cases.
You pay for the cops.
Yeah,
Pay for the
'cause
investigation.
You can do one of those whatever access to information thing or whatever. That's what I'm going to try to do for this Cecile Hotel. Though, like, fucking, I can't remember what it's called.
The
But
new
you try to
name
get
of
for
it?
public information.
Well, in states, I think it's called Freedom of Information Act or something.
Okay, well,
but
yeah, that's what I'm going to
in
go
Canada,
through.
it's
I
called
don't know
something
how to
different.
work as a Canadian trying to get that. I might need
You
might need Dan as an American correspondent.
Yeah,
to go down
he might
there.
have to help you out. Anyways, yeah, look into it. It's fucking weird, and it kind of it ties in with kind of what we were just talking about there. Maybe it's aliens. Maybe it's just harvesting fucking little children for their blood or organs or chupacabras. Yeah, El Nasties running around
Nasties.
eating people.
That's weird.
You know what El Nasty is, Scotty?
No.
Of course not.
That's what the Russians call Bigfoot.
El Nasty? I
Yeah.
love it.
I actually think it's called All Nasty, but not El Nasty. But Dan called it
El
El Nasty,
Nasty.
so it's El Nasty now.
El Nasty, yeah.
I can call my partner from last night. She's Russian. She
Yeah.
let us know what it is.
Let 'em know, be
Oh
like,
yeah,
Svetlana?
Yeah.
I love that.
Sveti.
name.
Sveti.
Svetlana.
Color Svetter.
Svetter.
Yeah, we got anything else to talk about? Or
Well, we could talk forever, but we've been going for like a few hours. So
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Almost 10:30.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
wow, this is
It's
like
been
a few
fucking
hours.
flying by.
So we like to say good shop talk in this one.
Yeah, it wasn't
yeah,
bad.
it's fun.
didn't really
It's
have a
funny. You know what?
centralized theme.
This may be the last time we were all in the same room for a while. So,
yeah,
Christmas.
it'll be
well, maybe
Collins
Christmas. You might be working.
We should do a
I
Christmas
get
one.
Christmas off.
of Santa Claus.
Oh, we should do a fucking one about like theories about fucking what the hell's his name? What's the Krampus?
The Crumpets.
The Krampus.
The anti-Santa Claus or
Yeah,
whatever.
fuck yeah, the guy with the
Comes
pack
up-
sack full of fucking bad kids and he spanks them and shit.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's a little
It's
weird.
a little weird, but all right.
Does he
And then
catch
what's
these
the
kids
fucking
at the parks
what's
or
the one
what?
that Dwight Schrute fucking believes in? The Belschnickel.
Oh, the
The
Belschnickel.
Belschnickel.
I don't know what that one is.
I bet Jack
The Office.
Lundevega believes in the
Dwight
Belschnickel.
Schrute, yeah, from The Office. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
fucking funny. The Belschnickel. I can't remember you remembered that name.
I know, it just popped in my head. Fuck.
What is it? What is the Belschnickel?
It's like
It's
you
pretty
have
much
to
the
watch
same
the
as
episode.
Krampus. And
Yeah.
All right. Well, any shitter twat outs we got or what?
You know what I want to do because I haven't done it in a long time.
Do some Facebook love.
No, some SoundCloud. I want to give some stats out.
Oh, okay.
The first thing I'm going to give out is Zell's Prolapsers of the Week. I'm
Okay.
going multiple because it's from this new town who's listening, Zeeland, Michigan.
Fuck yeah, Michigan.
Zeeland, Michigan.
Blue.
They have listened more in the last week than the next 20 people combined. So,
Go Blue.
If
and
you're
go
from-
fucking Lions.
yeah, this guy loves Detroit Lions. So
Fucking rights I do.
I'm sorry.
Hey, but we got 2 wins in a row. Okay?
I have a
Hey.
RoboCop shirt.
Anyways, yeah, if you're from Zeeland, Michigan, you're the Prolapsers of the Week.
Prolapser. of the
Cheers,
week.
Keep
boys.
listening.
Yeah.
Go Blue.
Yeah,
Go Blue.
but I also want to do
That sounded empty.
It was almost empty.
the
Get
last
another one. Reload.
the last 12 months because we've pretty much been going for about a year now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through a little stats. We've done this a couple times, but haven't done it in a while. So without a doubt, the top listened country is the United States. Hey-o!
Big
US.
number.
USA. USA.
By like 80%. Well, it makes sense. They have the population, right?
Yeah.
So United States, Canada, UK, Australia are all pretty close. 1, 2, 3, 4 there.
Shout
But
out to the listeners
honestly-
down under.
There's honestly over 75 countries who have tuned in to listen at least a few times.
Fucking sweet.
Most countries only a few hundred times, and the top 4 are like thousands. But
Fucking international, boys.
I'll go top 10 countries. I said those top 4, and then we got Norway, Sweden, Ireland, Belgium, Argentina,
Sweden.
and India.
Got some hey, Irish listeners, you can grade me on my accent.
Yeah. We got a couple Irish listeners. there.
Norway.
There is a lot of countries there. Wow.
But I'm gonna go now. We're gonna go top cities. You guys are the real prolapsers. Los Angeles, number 1
LA.
cool.
by quite a bit. London, UK.
All right.
Toronto, Chicago, Seattle, Houston, Brooklyn, New York, Colorado Springs, and Vancouver are our top 10.
Fucking nice. Those
So
big
if you're
cities.
not on that list, you better tell at least 10 people that listen
Yeah.
to this podcast
Grow
right
up.
now.
Pick it up.
Fucking grow up.
Those are all big cities for top 10. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like honestly, there's over like
We got some. Go back up. A bunch of listeners in Denver.
oh yeah, if
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
if you're a listener from Denver, Colorado,
If you're a listener in Denver and you don't order a fucking T-shirt and then go and get a picture of yourself in front of that fucking hell horse wearing our T-shirt, we'll be
Yes.
very disappointed.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, I guess
mean-
they changed those murals, eh?
The hell
They
horse
painted
is
over
still
them.
there apparently.
But they
The
painted.
mural
I heard,
changed
I
the
heard,
murals.
I heard they changed the murals because
Yeah.
they were so fucking
As in
insane.
change them to something better.
Just less sinister,
Less
I think.
sinister, yeah.
Man, those. Have you seen them? They're
Yeah,
fucked.
I've seen them.
Yeah,
They're,
Oh,
the one of the forest and like the children like sacrificing the cheetah or whatever it is, and the forest behind them's on
Well, how about
fire.
the dude in the gas mask with the fucking sword?
The
That's weird
scimitar and
too.
shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot
And
of
the
weird-
dead doves and like there's a bunch of weird shit.
So why would you paint that shit?
But I got one thing to say. My roommate is a pilot. He works for a surveying company, like contractors who go to Antarctica. I gave him an alien theorist shirt. He's going to the South Pole, right to the bottom. He's going to be there for 3 months. I told him, you got to find the Hollow Earth entrance. So he's at least going to take a picture at the South Pole.
You're gonna have to find a new roommate. I don't think he's coming back.
He's been there a couple times, I guess.
Oh, really? Shit.
He assures me there's no hole at the bottom of the earth. He's not saying there's not one. He said he hasn't seen it.
Hey, isn't he supposed to hit that fucking big ice wall?
Yeah.
According to those flat earthers, fucking cunts.
Well, he's only at one part of the ice wall, so
Yeah.
he's all right.
Is that what
Ice
those
wall
guys
goes
said?
all the way around.
The entire planet is
Well,
an
it's just
ice
like
wall.
a big square. And goes
It
all
holds
around.
the water
So
in.
it's like a plate.
It holds the water in, or if that ice wall broke, there'd be no more water. It would fall off the other side of the
The
earth.
other side is the upside down.
It's the upside down. It's a different dimension.
Hell.
How do they explain clouds then? When water evaporates, do you think they would just?
The firmament. Duh.
They're hiding
Those
God.
guys are idiots, man. I wish I could
Hey,
have been
listen,
here. to
clouds.
get that.
What you thought you see, you did not see. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
always review us on iTunes, please. Like that helps us get more listens. It helps us move up the charts.
The charts don't make sense.
The charts don't make sense.
There's sometimes some people on the charts have 0 reviews and they're number 1. So I
Yeah.
don't know how to fucking get there. They fucking rub
Yeah.
someone off probably.
Yeah.
it. Who do we have to rub off? To
Yeah,
get
we
in
got to
first
rub
place?
off. Get us up there.
Scotty will rub you off.
He's got no shame.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, we've been going for like fucking hours
Got
here,
really
so
calloused hands though.
Sure do.
it's a different sensation.
Some lifting heavy weights, buddy.
Yeah. Well.
Buy a
Well,
shirt.
Buy a shirt. Message us on Twitter. Message us on Facebook. Was there any other news we needed to go through?
Buy a shirt. Email
Yeah.
transfer.
Or PayPal.
Well, actually, you know what? PayPal is easier because this is easier for everybody.
And fuck, if you got a shirt, can you please take a picture of it with you wearing it and post it so other people know we're not fucking scamming? We're sending shirts.
Send $20 in Canada to PayPal send it to MeteorMusicStudio@gmail.com. In the States, $23 Canadian. So like $3 American. Same address. If you're from anywhere across the ocean, either way, we will send you a shirt. You just got to pay more. So
It'll be a little more and it'll take a little longer.
email
Figure
us
it out.
and we'll send it to you because we got like 50% of shirts left. So we got some left.
Yeah.
Buy them.
I need that Ron Pond shirt.
Oh yeah.
Phenomenal. I
So
need
far, that's
that.
the win. So far, that's in the lead right now.
As
I
in
want
like-
that alien head one.
That's the one we have right
Yeah,
now.
I need one
Yeah,
of those
that's
too.
the one that I like. I like that one.
Anyways, let's wrap her up.
Okay, so yeah, we'll have a little bit of a hiatus here as we're getting set up. So bear with us, and we'll come back rejuvenated and better than ever.
Bigger, stronger, faster.
So keep those eyes on the skies.
Hashtag look it up.